on Facebook. People call in or message in. They get a free bookmark.
Oh, okay,
And I'm
awesome.
prepared to give away, even though I don't have any right now, but I mean they're coming. I'm prepared to give away up to 10 free copies of that if anybody actually calls and asks some questions about it.
All
Or
right,
asks in chat. Do you have chat up?
I do have chat up.
What's
so
your
let me
Twitter?
mention
Like
it
3
as
people in
well.
there?
My Twitter is the Andy Martello.
Because there's another Andy Martello?
I have done some homework on this. I have encountered, I think, 4 other Andy Martellos in the internet. Maybe up to 7, actually, now that I think about it. On Facebook, I think there's about 7 of them.
And how many of them are comedians?
Just me.
Just you?
But interestingly enough, my previous book, The King of Casinos, I have a bookmark for that. I'll give that away, too, if you want to talk about it, everybody.
Okay. I'm gonna
it
give
turns
the number.
out one of the Andy Martellos in the world is actually related to the Martello that I wrote about in that book. Yeah.
But you are not related to that Martello?
Not at all.
Not in any way, shape, or form?
Not in the least. It's just a stupid coincidence.
That's insane.
But yes, feel free to talk about my book, my new book.
So I'm just posting it out on our social media real quick to log into chat or call in now, and our number with questions for Andy, so you can win.
How
did I just say presents?
Yeah, you can get a free bookmark.
All right, awesome.
And we could figure out a way, either make it a quiz thing or whatever. But I will happily give away a few copies of the new poetry book, so it'll help get people interested in the Pretty Words project. Because what you have there is the basic book that we talked about last time, which is just the words, not with all the cool kick-ass images. And I'm raising money to make that book a cool coffee table-esque hardcover book with all these amazing photos and original artwork from people all around the damn world.
Can I do it like the Carnies do it in the Midway, where if I donate another $20, I can upgrade my gift to a different gift?
We'll figure something out. Absolutely.
Is there a price point at which she can get a lap dance? I mean, that's just, I really think that's where she's at.
I'm easy with
So you said the Pretty Words project. Is there an actual movement behind this?
It's just what I call it. I have a fundraiser on GoFundMe, which you've donated to over there. Yay!
Yay!
And it's the idea is I wanted to make this book. When I made it on this book kind of started on Facebook. It was just me venting because of a certain person I was trying to court, and it wasn't working out well at all.
That's where the best poetry comes from, by the way.
Yeah, I tell everybody this is a book of poetry. Even though it's technically about 6 different people in my life, this is a book of it's very much a book of poetry about falling in love with the wrong person. And I tell everyone it's a great book for Valentine's Day. And if you hate Valentine's Day, give it to somebody you just broke up with. Because there's plenty of shit in there for you.
The anti-Valentine's Day
passages.
No, yeah, there are some. Yeah, it's not all about it's definitely not a roses are red piece of bullshit. It's not that.
It's not fluffy bunny.
When I wrote these things, I just wrote them to vent. I wasn't intending to make a book. And what I would do is I would match them up with images I found on the internet, and just kind of share them on my Facebook page like an internet meme. And people just started liking. Sue liked them, and lots of other people just started liking them. I'm like, wow, this stuff has legs. Maybe it doesn't suck. And so when I got to a point where I was like, well, I've got enough of these. I may as well just make a little book out of this. I decided to do it properly. I couldn't use the images I stole from the internet because I'd get my ass sued.
Right.
And so it dawned on me. I'm like, well, now that they're written, they don't mean anything to me anymore because they're done. I didn't get the girl in the end or in the front. I didn't get her at all. And it made me think about 5 other people that are very similar to her in my life, and I wrote all the shit. Well, my work is done, so I put it out there to a bunch of artist friends of mine and photographer friends. I said, look, I want to do this book, but I need original artwork. I need royalty-free original artwork, and I've had many, ungodly talented people send me stuff because they just want to get published.
Right.
I've only so far had one person ask me to get paid, and I will happily pay her for her submissions because she's amazing. But to do this, it's going to cost me between $2,500 and $5,000 just to get the nice version of this book done. And it dawned on me, the last book I did, I funded, that had 150 photos in it. I funded that through GoFundMe.com. It's like Kickstarter, it's like Indiegogo, any one of those.
Right.
And so I decided what I would do is I would do a version of this book, that's the one that Toxie's holding right now, that has just the words, no pictures, no fancy nothing, not even fancy formatting, and it'll retail On Amazon, it's like less than $7. If they buy it from me personally, I'll be selling it at shows for like $5. I mean, a dirt cheap amount of money for a small book of poetry. And any money I make from that will also go to making the really cool version. And I have a GoFundMe thing. I just called it the Pretty Words Project. So if you go to...
you publish this book yourself, you print it yourself?
Yes. Yeah. I published it through Amazon's Create Space platform, which is
okay.
like, it's a self-publishing company. And,
hey, really quick, not to interrupt this, but I realized, because I'm like, chats, we don't have as many people in chat as we normally do, including a lot of our regulars. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, the Super Bowl.
That's right, there's a game going on.
There's a game, but it must be over now. So tune in now, it's over.
That's right, tune in.
But do you want to know who won?
No.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. Who won? Oh, wait, the Patriots won.
Who do you think?
I'm rooting for the Seahawks because the Patriots are a bunch of cheating
And you?
suckers. But
I could give two shits.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't care about
Two shits did win! Ding, ding, ding!
No,
Yeah, the Patriots won 28-24.
barely. Well, you know what? In the last, I think that makes the 17 Super Bowls. The Super Bowl has been won by a field goal or less.
Yeah, and it was won in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Well, normally, because I have more Seahawks fans than I have Patriots fans, I would have been rooting for the Seahawks. But two formerly important people in my life, one of them is the subject of about 40 of those poems in there. The other is a former roommate of mine who did some very, very bad things last year and is no longer a friend of mine. They're both Seahawks fans. So even though everyone knows that I don't watch football and I really don't care, let me just say to these people, just to throw out an olive branch, you fuckers, you lost, you suck. I hope you horribly cry for months.
Months.
Yeah. But in any event, yeah.
Suck it, bitches.
Suck it, bitches. I'm so happy. So happy that your team didn't win.
So you're on... I want to break away from the book for a minute.
Sure.
You mentioned you were on
When
Tinder.
when we're done though, I want to get back into the book because I'd love to read a few if you're open to it.
You can read all of them, or you can have me read them. We'll put it in my sexy voice. In my sexy voice.
So...
Yes.
What has Tinder been like? I don't know many people dating because all of my friends, well, let's face it, I have like 3 of them. And, and they're all taking or hooking. So, what?
Or both, really.
Or both,
yeah,
really,
I know plenty of women with husbands or boyfriends that are also hookers. So let's not...
I have so many friends.
I will give some background behind this. All last year when I was on the road with the show that I go out on the road with,
right.
In between when we have downtime at rehearsals and all that, everyone's always on their phone. Well, I thought they were all checking Facebook or they were playing some stupid game like we're playing right now, Trivia Crack or something like that.
I love that game.
And it turns out they weren't doing that. They were all on Tinder. And I'm like, what the fuck is Tinder? And they were it's this dating app. And basically, if nobody's familiar with Tinder, first and foremost, and I say this in all honesty, because every woman right now, if you read the first couple of words in her profile on Tinder, it will say, I'm not here for a hookup. I will point out to you, it was profiled on national television as a hookup site. So stop. Go to Match.com if you want a boyfriend, all right? This is what Tinder is for. I'm fine if I get a girlfriend out of this. I really don't care. But anyway, it's kind of like that old website, Am I Hot or Not? Because basically it just pulls up photos from your Facebook page and you write a little profile about yourself and you can either click on it and see if there are more photos, and quite literally you swipe left for nope and swipe right for like. If two people actually happen to like each other, then it matches you up and you can start messaging people. Okay, and then maybe from there, hey, text me or maybe meet up. Or some people just that same day. I've got a friend of mine who's constantly hooking up with dudes on Tinder and met her. Oh, I met him yesterday. Okay, whatever. And so that's what it is. All right. And so I was like, why is this entertainment value for you guys? And you're like, hey, it's just funny. Read some of the shit that people are putting on their profiles alone, or just match up the pictures. So I decided.
Do you have to put on pictures from your Facebook page, or can you choose
It takes pictures from your Facebook page right away, or you can
upload pictures.
Yeah, you can upload pictures, but they all come from whatever you have on Facebook. But the best now, every once in a while, I will switch my preferences so I can go read what some of the guys are putting out there. It's even funnier than the stuff the women are putting out there. But we'll talk about both for a second. So I promised myself when the new year happened, we're going to be going on a bigger tour this year on the road. I'll be on the road a lot, and whether I get laid or not, I really don't care. I've kind of decided I'm retiring my penis for all of 2015. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't care if I
retired
get
my
it.
vagina for a year and got the best boyfriend I've ever had. So.
Yeah, I honestly don't care.
Well, you'll be so much fun at her orgies now.
Yeah,
sitting on the side like.
You'll be with rate cards. That was a 9.9.
Yeah, I'll tell people
the
like.
landing.
Well, first off, I will tell all the lesbians they are not eating pussy right, because I can't tell you how many women I know are like, oh god,
I definitely know.
I was a lesbian for a while, and I can't meet a woman who knows how to eat pussy, and I'm like, well, I've taught a lot of women how to do this. Let me help you with this. But anyway, so I'll be on the road, and I promised myself I was like, this is going to be Tinder 2015. I was just going to sign up on Tinder, and just for entertainment value, and if I end up meeting somebody, great, big. Fantastic.
And isn't that it notifies you when you're near? You might have already said this, and sometimes I'm just like.
I'll log on right now. I will open up the Tinder app right now.
Can we get someone to come here right now?
That'd be awesome.
Would be awesome.
Well, I mean, your penis is retired, but still.
Hey. You know,
they don't have to know that.
What does it take to come out of retirement?
It will tell me. Well, I mean, if somebody wants to fuck me, I'm sure it'll come out of retirement. Kind of like many of my retired entertainer friends. I know a guy. He was in the circus for 60 years, and I was there at his retirement party. And a year and a half later, I'm doing a gig, and he's working. I'm like, what the fuck happened? He goes, well, I'm retired in between gigs. Same sort of thing. So what it does is it tries to find people near you, because you can tell it I want to meet people within a 10-mile radius of me. So it'll use the location services from your phone and then pull people up there, and then you start looking at their pictures and decide, yep, nope. And as I said, if I like a woman and she also finds my profile and happens to like mine, they will notify me, and then we can start messaging. Now I have been on it for almost a week, and I've ended up chatting with roughly about 6 people. One person I will probably be meeting next week when she gets back from Phoenix, because she went to the Super Bowl. Another person I could have met yesterday if I wasn't playing tour guide to a bunch of my friends, and I didn't want to bring them into the beauty bar so I could go meet this person that I might be fucking. But yeah, and so it's funny simply because when I'm looking at the women's profiles, like I haven't even seen this one that just popped up. Let's just see. But I would be willing to bet that somewhere in her profile not looking for a hookup. Oh wait, no, this one is actually very very brief, so it doesn't say anything about that. But what cracks me up is, first off, the not looking for a hookup, because it's a nationally known hookup site. Mm-hmm. Next is I've never quite understood the commonalities. Like if you go look at some of the men's profiles, you're going to see 100 pictures of guys holding up half of their shirt in front of their taking a bad selfie.
Oh yeah, like Jersey Shore, like they're off from Jersey Shore. Yeah.
Or you're going to see
that guy who does that is getting my like, by the way.
There you go. Or you'll see pictures of dudes fishing. I don't understand why they think this is going to get the chicks, but here's a picture
That's
of me.
A new thing.
Food for you.
That's been a new thing, I think, in the last year or so. I've seen a lot of guys fishing.
And
nobody used to fish, and now all of a sudden everybody fishes. Like it's a thing. Like
it's a cheap sport to
go
get
on
into.
the boat and fish.
Well, you didn't even have to go on a boat.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing. You don't even have to go on a boat. It's a cheap sport to get into because you can pick up a rod and a tackle box for like $20 at Walmart. You can take your friends and a cooler of beer, and it doesn't matter if you actually catch fish.
Okay, really quick, we do have a few questions while you're Tindering there, while we're getting someone up.
Absolutely.
The first question, what is the 6th digit of pi?
Is that my boyfriend?
Okay. 3.1. Are we starting with the first 3 digits before, or the first digit
All
before
the digits
points?
count.
Okay. 3.1415 is the 6th digit of pi.
Is that my boyfriend?
I'm sure.
3.14159265 is as far as I go.
Scientist?
The next one from Inkspot Stories. You have a great voice for radio. Have you thought about creating an audiobook version of books that you're working on?
I have, and I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. I was going to do something. I had an arrangement with the Gambler's Bookstore in town. They were looking for somebody to do their audiobooks of some of their gambling books. And I said, well, I would love to have an audiobook of my casino book. And they used to have a very cool recording studio, and we were very close to just doing a trade for services, instead of having them pay me to do this, here, just let me make my book. And a freak rainstorm essentially destroyed their recording studio. So now I will have to either I definitely want to do that, and I guess I will do one of this poetry book as well, but I still feel weird reading my poetry out loud because I've never written poetry
Gee,
prior to this. So
I wonder who Andy knows who might be able to get him into a recording
I know.
studio.
There you go. See,
Probably for free, even.
there we go. I would love to do that. That's why I keep offering my token penis here for your show. It's a nice experience.
The great thing is you're friends with like half the people on staff over here, so you just be like, "Hey, I want to record something." They'd be like, "Sure, come on in."
Well, let the person who asked know. They got a bookmark coming. But I need a mailing address and an email address.
They can send all of that to SinCityBounty@gmail.com or Toxie@SinCityBounty.com.
Yes, because bookmarks I can get tons of. Books I don't know. But who is this person? Do we know this person?
Oh, yes, yeah, they're regulars. Also, Kelly Guy said I wasn't even expecting an answer. LOL.
Oh, very good. Well, there you go.
You don't have to give him anything.
Yeah,
He gets plenty.
it's yours, huh?
It's what is the email? SinCityBounty@gmail.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure I have your name, address, and an email address so I can also keep you posted on other things.
Inkspot Stories is a writer, one of the writers who follows us. He's
Oh.
got some really cool stuff. He does stuff on Twitter. He used to anyway. I haven't been on Twitter in a million years, so
Right.
I think
I'm
he's at
sparingly on
Inkspot
Twitter, so-
Stories on Twitter. I keep reaching for my phone. The boys
Well,
got
I'll
it.
send you a bookmark, even though if you're also a writer, you're probably thinking big fucking deal. But I'll send you a bookmark, Inkspot Stories. If you'd like a book, I will send you one as well. How's that? We'll be generous to the very first person. Or
And-
second person.
Andy's chat book.
They call. Why is it called a chapbook?
I don't know.
We need to look up the origins of this.
Well-
So anyway, Tinder.
Yes.
I'm looking at women's profiles on Tinder. I have yet to figure out, first off, why so many women. Well, I'm really pleased. A lot of tall women are on Tinder, and there's a flavor for me. I could write a book about how to successfully court and bed a tall woman. Especially, it doesn't matter your height. I know I could tell them anything they need to know, but I don't want to because I like the fact that most tall women are afraid because no one ever talks to them. I like knowing that I have one pool I might be able to fish in because
It's true. Everybody automatically thinks you're a bitch.
only so much pole I got, so I got to fish where I can. But so 9 out of 10 of them in their damn profile paragraph, they'll always put live, love, laugh. We all want to live, love, and laugh. Why don't you put date, eat, fuck? These are 3 things that we would like to do eventually, but live, love, laugh. Okay, everybody puts that on there. It's kind of boring. Why do so many of them put pictures of their pets? It's one thing if you're holding your dog or your cat or whatever, but if all we're getting is a picture of your dog on a dating site, got news for you. Not looking to fuck your cocker spaniel. Or pictures of just their children. Now, I'm convinced most of these women don't know that it links to Facebook. That's how they're getting your pictures, because why would you be trying to meet the man or woman of your dreams and you're advertising it with an infant? I ain't fucking that either.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, and there's just some goofy. And the other thing that's most frustrating to me about this, frequently women will have you're allowed to upload up to 6 pictures. If all 6 of them are pictures of you in a group of women and maybe 5 of them are the same other 3 women, we don't know which one we're trying to date. So why would I like that? Am I going to get to fuck everybody from Sex and the City, or am I just fucking Charlotte? I need to know who I am dating. Good Lord. So it's a very odd little site, and I have gotten nothing but great entertainment value out of it, and I think a few of the people, because I have not been one of those who immediately text them and hey, are you down to fuck? I haven't done any of that because really I don't care.
Can we do it now though for a first?
Sure. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. We'll find somebody here.
There's even a
and DTF. DTF. Hey man, are you DTF?
Well, first we got to get somebody who likes. I'm not going to do that to any of the people I have already started chatting with because it just seems.
He's
All right,
trying to
so
keep
someone
the
new.
facade up on that end.
Someone new.
No, there's not many. But here, if you want, you can look at my Tinder profile if you want.
I'd like to.
Here's my hand it down, and then there's everything. And then if you want to,
that's a great picture.
If you want to then look at other pictures, you just swipe. Okay. I've opened it up so you can't There's some of the people I've chatted with. Don't talk to them just yet.
Just yet.
This is Andy's radio host.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. All right, there you go. You can.
He's a very nice.
Oh, he's
man.
Inkspot Stories is he's going to email you his Twitter is his real name. He's going to email it to you because I know you want to follow him. And he's also a gamer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, very good.
We've nerded on that before.
Nerded on that.
I love that nerd is a verb now.
Is it?
You can have it in here. No one is looking to date a cocker. I love how you get the word cock in there. I just have to say.
Well, that's it. Almost every woman, and I'll pull up some profile. Well, actually, if anybody's around me, because it'll tell you no one is around you right now, and you're like, oh, how sad. But so many of the profiles will also be like, I'm really sarcastic, and I want a guy who's just as sarcastic. If you can't handle my sarcasm, well, great. Once again, they're looking for great conversation, good sense of humor, and sarcasm. I don't know what else they're looking for. I should have nothing but time.
Can you hook up with dudes there too? I thought Tinder was a guy hookup site.
Well, yeah, no, I'm a guy trying to meet women, but you can meet guys. Here, I could change my preferences right now.
Because there's no women, so let's see how many guys.
Yeah, I will change my discovery for the sake of science. I will change my discovery preferences.
Show me to the next one.
Here, well, now I have show me men and women. So
like just explore your options, man.
Right? Hey, you don't have
to
love.
Now it's gonna update.
I don't think he's down with polishing the rusty sheriff's badge.
No? Good lord, no. Don't need any of that. All right, here's a guy. All right, now.
He looks fresh out of prison.
If you want to look at, you can also put the age range you're trying to go with, and so.
I'm sorry, he's got a neck tattoo. Do I see a neck tattoo?
I have one rule in life: do not fuck with anyone with a neck tattoo. I'm telling you. Like one of the soccer moms on my daughter's team, she's got this big old neck tattoo, and I'm like, I will never fuck with that woman.
There is one where he doesn't look like he's out of prison.
No, he doesn't.
And I will tell you, anytime something happens, she's the first woman I'm gonna jump behind. I'm gonna be like, boom.
And
I plant myself behind the neck tattoo lady.
I actually feel kind of bad because his profile is not one of the ones that you would make fun of.
Other than his opening statement,
it's badass. Like, who does that?
Yeah.
Only if you're badass.
Right, so we're just gonna
Seriously. We should open with the "I look like I drink hipster coffee" picture.
Oh, here we go. Here's it now. I don't want him, but there's another guy.
Bow tie, right
bow
there.
tie.
Yeah, in my wheelhouse.
He's just okay.
That's
he's
here, man.
He's here to meet new people, make connections, and see where it goes. Vegas is home. Now let's look at some of his other photos. Let's see. Maybe he's got some better photos. Oh, there's him. He's an outdoorsy guy.
I'd suck his guy.
He doesn't quite know how to take a picture.
I don't think he wants you to. That's the thing.
Not.
Yeah, tough call. I don't know, but nope. Oh, Brendan. Oh, okay. Here we go. Brendan is here. Brendan's with a couple of hotties and a beverage, and he's well dressed. I can't wait to see what his thing says. All right, let's read his information. Oh,
you're not down.
No information at all. Now, 9 times out of 10, when it's a woman that has no information at all, she's probably a hooker or looking to hook up. I've only encountered one hooker.
Do hookers go on Tinder?
Oh yeah, Tinder. A lot of hookers go on Tinder. Absolutely.
Really?
I need to be telling my girls.
All right, I gotta find one of these classically bad. Whoa! Look at Chad. Look,
Chad is a douche.
Chad is a douche.
He just opened that up.
All right.
Like homeboy earlier opened it up with the Asian guy neck tattoo right out of prison. This one opened it up with I graduated in 1999 douche.
All right. Wow. All of his pictures are douchey. Oh, but I bet you this one works for some of them. Oh, look at that. Look, he's at the Grand Canyon. Okay. All right. Oh, and he's apparently a Hogwarts geek. I don't know. It looks like they're holding a broom there. That looks like
really playing Quidditch.
I think he's playing Quidditch.
All of a sudden, Sierra's mind changed.
Yeah, she's all, whoa!
He's wearing a Slytherin team uniform, and he's wearing a Gryffindor team uniform, and they are actually...
Can I just tell you, this is all I hear right now, seriously.
I'm sorry, he totally fucked it up. He said, follow the Chad Ventures, apparently. This dude uses
Vomit.
his name. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go. There's a good one.
He's a douche.
Follow the Chad Ventures.
He's a douche.
Can we reach out to the douche?
Yeah.
Can we tell him like we saw? Like, reach out to the douche.
No, you can't.
There's
you
no
can't-
way. Chad
you-
Ventures.
you
I bet we
can't-
could.
The only way you can
look it up.
contact somebody is if you like him and he happens to then like your profile.
I'm gonna Google Chad Ventures and see, and then I'm gonna email him wherever I can find and tell him. he's a
Someone
douche.
set up a. Why can no one else in here set up a Tinder?
Because it pulls pictures from your Facebook page. Are you gonna set one up?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Well, Toxio, shade light.
That'd be good to explain there, Charles.
There's a lot of catfish on Tinder as well. So.
Oh yeah,
And-
sweet
and-
cheek. Oh, well, she needs to. And where is she? Let me find out what her ETA is.
Chad
We're
Ventures
gonna-
on Facebook.
We're gonna set one up. I want to call Chad Venture and
Here's some
see
of
if he's
the-
a
Here's
douche.
some of the women that are presently around me. I'm not going to use their
That's a
name.
lady douche.
That's probably a lady douche. And no offense, I pick and choose the black girls I go out with very carefully, and she would not make the cut. This woman might. Now this one right here, I might go. All right, I will look at a little information. Hit some information. Out getting her PhD. And PhD in partying, ha ha ha.
What? She's someone
That's
for
what it
me.
says. That's what it says. And then she puts, okay, here's a great example. If this was the only picture, and sometimes this is the only picture that they will put up, how am I supposed to know which one is the one that I might
Do you
be
care? They look the same.
Right?
I
Kind of do.
So, you know, what
Like
the
it's
heck?
4 tall, skinny, leggy blondes.
What the heck? I'll say like, who knows? Gotta cast a wide net if you want to catch fish. Okay, this one. I'm not looking for a hookup. There it is, the very first sentence. I'm not looking for
So
a
reach
hookup.
out right now and say, hey, you want to hook up?
I live in Vegas. You should too, or at least visit more than twice a year if you want to meet me. I have a real job. One has nothing to do with the other, but that's how she finished her sentence. I have an edumacation. I don't like bathroom selfies or shots of headless torsos. I'm betting that isn't your Ferrari or Tiger. If you promise to have a conversation, if you promise to have conversation skills, I promise not to try to get you to pay my bills. Deal? All right, now that she's earned the right for me to look at the remaining photos, and you know, okay, she's kind of attractive, 38 years old. You know what? Oh, and she put an obligatory, I'm in a bathing suit. You don't have to, but apparently she wants to catch some fish as well. You know what, Ellen?
But
yes,
not-
I like you. Now I did now.
Not hookup fish.
Yeah, it was right.
No hookup fish. She doesn't want to catch a release. She wants to.
Yeah,
She wants a sea bass dinner.
Yeah.
and because it hooks up with Facebook, it'll also tell you if you have any mutual friends that are on Facebook. It'll tell you if you have shared interests.
Oh, God, I'd hate that.
And,
Right? Let's
see,
get on that.
She's probably
All over that one.
She's
Probably hooker.
this one, this hat is larger than the rest of her. Well, I don't know. That's a pretty damn big smile. That's a pretty damn big hat and a pretty damn big
Is it-
smile.
You know what a big
Wow.
smile means?
Put a lot of cock in
Andy,
that mouth.
what a big smile means is exactly what she said. We're talking cock and balls there.
How much cock? do you
Cock
think I
and
have?
ball.
I mean, it's,
Cock and balls,
I
though.
have the one.
Big mouth, you get it all in.
You know what?
That's.
Why not? There's a picture of her petting a horse. That's got to mean something. Means.
What about her information? Did she say
Yeah.
no
She,
hookup?
she just says, "Don't be shy. I'm nice." Sure.
Lame.
There you
That
go.
means she's a fucking raging
now we've got a lot
bitch.
of new people around me, so I have to
Okay.
wait for however long. But here, I'll read some of the ones. No,
They
actually,
have
I
to
won't because I'm
quote
talking
that
to
they're
these people
nice.
now. I was gonna say I could read you some of the profiles of the people I'm presently talking to, but I will tell you the one though. This was the hooker that showed up. All right.
Yeah, tell us the hooker. Let's see if we know her.
I will.
Right? How did she bait you?
Well, I just liked her profile, and she liked mine, and I
Because
sent
she
her-
likes
I sent her a
everybody.
Did she ask
Yeah.
for donations?
Nope, not in this particular
Did
case.
she ask for a number of roses?
Oh, that's it.
Some of them just put on there, 150 FS. I mean, I know exactly right
What
away
does
they're saying.
FS mean?
Full
Full
service.
Let me see. Where is she? She's
That means you get to put it in.
her thing is
Right.
probably
For
gone now.
150?
Yeah, it's cheap.
Well, you start out at 15 minutes. So
Okay, whoa. No. Okay, stop a minute. Hold on. I'm still trying to get the concept of the
That's
fake cum
$600
in
an hour.
pornos,
Okay, sorry about
which
that.
we
I didn't-
learned.
It's more for photos.
I didn't mean to ruin your life on that one.
She told me that
Really,
the cum shots aren't always real in pornos, and I didn't know.
remember, Yeah, I remember.
Oh, that's right.
They're
Okay,
not
you were
always
here.
real, but then again, neither are the boobs.
I'm
Don't
still no,
throw salt on the wound.
it's still not processing. But let's go back. So
Let's go back to a day when everybody's contract was real.
So for $150,
Uh-huh.
if someone says to you $150 full service, that's for a certain amount of time, or is that until you come?
No, it's a certain amount of time.
Usually 30 minutes or an hour.
Well, I started out at 15 minutes. So for me, like if you wanted to pay anything less than 200, it was 15 minutes. Like
So what if they nut it within 3?
they pay for the 50 minutes.
And
I've
so
had
what do
guys
they pay
that
for
literally
15
have
minutes?
come within
Like-
5 minutes and they pay for the full hour because that's what we agreed on. I was a strict hooker. Like I had
Some
rules
people
and
are
shit.
fine with the hour. I mean, if you nut in 5 minutes, well, that gives you
If you're a good
55
hooker,
more minutes to recover and maybe do it again.
if you're a good hooker, you never let a guy go the full hour. If you let a guy go the full hour, you need a new line of work. Like your whole job is get in, get off, get out.
Okay, so if they pay for it, so what can an hour cost?
I depending on like for me it was between $300 and $500 an hour.
Okay, so for $300 for 1 hour, can he get off multiple times? Can he be like, I want it 7 times within this hour?
Absolutely, if he can, but as soon as the egg timer goes off, it's,
Do you set an egg timer? Are you like,
I did.
I'm setting this
I did.
ding?
Ding. Because okay, well,
So what if it dings? What if he's almost there? What if it's like, all right, I'm almost, and then it's like ding, and you're like, all right, I'm done.
well, if he's almost there, I mean, come on, you gotta see it out, but you don't
Yeah, I
go
mean,
like
you
another
can't have
15
bad
minutes.
customer service.
You don't
Right.
want a bad review.
You don't want a bad review on Yelp?
For God's sake, that could ruin
You
your
don't want
career.
a bad Yelp review?
Yeah, they
Did
write
you
a
ever
review
did you ever get word of mouth advertising? Be like, hey, my friend told me
all
to
the
call
time.
you?
Well, I lived in Hollywood for a long time, and that was how I got a good amount of my clients because I was really good friends with the guy that worked on a really big show for a very long time, and they had a lot of guests, and he knew everybody, and he used to refer people to me all the time. Like I got a ridiculous amount of, especially ridiculous.
You had a ridiculous
Yeah,
amount.
I did. It was really unseen, but I got a lot of famous clients. Like, and I really like the famous clients because A, they're not gonna do anything fishy, and B, they tip extremely well. Like you always get at least 3 or 4 times what you charge them, and it's like no hassle. You know, they're
They
not
don't
gonna.
want you talking. They're like, shut the fuck up.
Well,
Yeah.
The word tips come. It's a very Vegas term, tips,
Mhm.
and
Well, it's a hooker thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of people
anywhere.
don't know that
Wait, you have to tip a hooker?
Oh yes.
you should.
Well,
you
how do
don't
I
have
not know
to.
any of, like, I...
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, it's not required,
Yeah,
but
you don't have
I
to.
mean, it's not like a 20% rule for hookers or anything.
Right, like now when I go
No.
get a pedicure and I give 20%, it's...
no, it's not like that. Like, I used to have guys, like, I had one guy, and he was, like, the nicest guy, and he never even had sex with me because he had ED, but he just liked to spend time with me. But he would pay me for an hour, and he'd usually take me out to eat, but he'd always bring me a gift. Always, always, always. Like, he brought me perfume, he brought me jewelry, like, there was always a gift. Like, he never came without a gift. And it was, like, it was awesome. He was, like, a little old
And so he
married guy.
pay you for an hour to hang out?
Yes.
And give you a gift? Why? I'm in the wrong career.
Time.
I'm in the wrong
You
career.
should get on Tinder and just, 100.
I had
Apparently.
less.
FS.
or NS, no service.
I had a, you know...
That's going to be mine.
Usually is.
Oh, no.
When you reach out, I'm going to be like, no, I don't give head. No, I don't
the
do
crazy
that.
thing is,
No,
I
don't do
as a
that.
hooker, I had less sex than the average person because I fall into so many categories. I do a lot of dom stuff, a lot of fetish stuff, like. But I mean, when you get regulars, you're more their therapist than you are their sex worker.
Yes.
Like,
If you're going to spend the money, I may as well.
yeah.
If I'm going to spend the money on a therapist, she may as well be topless.
I used to have to be like, except for the ones that you become their therapist, and then they get an attachment to you, and then you're like, no, go home to your wife.
Right.
She loves you.
Yeah,
She's
go,
put up with you
get
for
out.
so many years, and she's gonna stick by your side. And go home,
Please don't
nerd.
leave your wife for me.
Right? Please don't leave your wife for me. I am not worth it. You don't want to deal with this.
That's my boyfriend.
I'm single for a reason. Like,
Well, on Tinder, I knew this one. Well, I knew another one was a hooker too, but this one in particular, you always have to. It's a red flag. Like if you like somebody and like seconds later you found out that it was a match, she's probably got some other app that just hooks people up very quickly. But just for the sake of the argument, I went ahead and I messaged because all it said on her profile was, "I love it when my friends try to make me laugh." So my opener on a message was, "What do your friends do to try and make you laugh?" And I got a message back and it said, "Tickling my anus." So my immediate response was, "You have very good friends." Because let's face it, I can't get my friends to do that for me. And then immediately we unmatched. Jeez,
that is awesome.
I mean, I'll tickle your anus if you want.
I don't have any friends. Would you tickle my anus? I have like no friends who would tickle.
No, I would not.
I mean, I didn't even ask.
If it made you happy, I would tickle your anus, but there would probably be a glove involved. But
I'm okay with that.
I'm like, sure, come on, bend over, let's do this.
Let's test this theory.
I'm also the friend that, if anything happens, I'll go jellyfishing, and but there's always a glove involved.
Jellyfishing.
Jellyfishing. When something goes up, you gotta get it out.
If you lose a tampon, a condom, a sponge, anything, you gotta. There's always
the friend who goes jelly.
I have a glove though. Let me let you know I have plenty of gloves because you know how I am about the vagina. But that's why I am afraid of the vagina. If I can stick my whole hand in there and pull something out, I don't want my face around that. Okay, I just don't.
It's not gonna suck your nose.
Oh my god, it's just devastating.
You're like,
if you can find someone's car keys up there, and then you don't want your face there.
Like, things come out of there. Like blood and urine and stuff. And no, I don't understand.
Female ejaculate.
Right? Oh,
do you masturbate?
Not that often, no.
She doesn't.
And when I do, I use like
she's afraid of her own vagina.
She is.
Because she knows where it's
like, are you ever like if you ever are and you're down there, you're like, female ejaculate, so gross.
No, I'm not.
Wash my
The
hands.
thing is, like, I'm not weird about myself. Like, I don't really touch my own vagina. If I masturbate, it's with like a bullet or the magic wand.
The Hitachi. She just discovered that.
I know.
Magic
Hitachi. Apparently I'm from Utah or something. I don't know. I don't know any of this.
I know plenty of women in Utah.
I have a stool for the Hitachi that is amazing. You put the Hitachi in there and you like straddle it. It's amazeballs if you ever want to borrow it.
And you guys so we learned last week that with the Hitachi, it is a sharing. It is okay to share share with your friends.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, you wash it. Like you don't just.
When you go in the dishwasher,
it's not insertable. It
it's
doesn't go
non-insertable.
inside. I mean, you can get attachments.
But even if it's on the outside, I would never be like, "Hey,
but you
just cleaned this. Check it out." Like, here, you use it.
I might with some random street.
You don't do it with some random, but there are like you clean your sex toys. There's
right. There's spray and special stuff.
Like stuff specifically
rubbing
for
alcohol works.
Doesn't it destroys the latex?
Yeah, you need to get toy cleaner.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god.
Yeah.
This poor woman.
And if you're gonna have the real skin stuff, there's a special powder they make that you're supposed to store it with.
Yeah. No, you gotta keep.
We know about those in this room.
Hey,
I have a whole box.
Thank God many of mine are stainless steel.
I have to tell you really quick.
Nothing really messes that shit up.
Kelly Guy said it's not finding the car keys that is shocking, it's finding the spare tire. Inksmith Story said I'd be more worried about finding an extra pair of mittens. Or the wristwatch collection. That's true. Get
gross.
that? Because
The wristwatch collection could just be that the bitch sees a whole lot of different gynecologists, because those motherfuckers will go into their elbows to check.
Let me tell you this also. If you can put your hand up into your elbow in somebody's vagina, I don't want to be near it, okay? Like, what is going on there? Like,
I will tell you,
I'm willing to try.
it is the worst vision. You can't get a arm up my vagina. I will just share. But I have seen it happen. And it is the image that will be burned into your brain that you can never get rid of. Like, it is the...
I know it is.
And the
It's
sounds...
good, isn't it?
No, and the sounds accompanying it are not. It's
oh god!
It's a worse.
Sounds more like.
It's a worse version. It's almost like a plunger, like in a toilet, kind of. Like that.
Really
So
those who enjoy that sort of
let me
thing
tell you,
are very happy.
I used to do a lot of like anal fisting because I did a lot of stuff with guys, you know. So that, but you worked your way. It started with one finger.
You don't just stampede
then
with the fist.
two, and then three, then four, and then it's all like in there. Some of these women, you could just.
And doesn't it, once it starts to go in, it gets suction and pulls it in further?
No, not really.
No.
Then you go to Narnia.
Right. That's the second time today I've heard about Narnia. We all Charles could sometimes be super clever, but we were all super wasted, like I said last night. And one of the girls that was there was talking about how she didn't go into our pantry and get a bunch to eat after she was wasted. And he was like, "Fuck that! You win that bitch like it was Narnia." Fat girl comments anyways.
Well, in any event, that's Tinder. That's my fun.
Now, Inkspot Story said, wouldn't Tinder be a hooker's dream? Instant access for 100 of guys who just want to get it.
Yeah, that's
so it is. So
that's why you kind of got to be careful, because you have to just start to look at the responses you're getting, and that.
But isn't that the whole point of Adult Friend Finder?
Yeah, but it's on your phone now.
Oh, was Adult Friend Finder not on your phone?
Well, maybe it is now. I mean, you can go to the website, but this,
But this is an app.
This is under the guise of a dating site, where it really is a hookup site. And like I said, if any of these people, if I end up actually meeting any of these people, I'm really not pushing to hook up with any of them. But there's a couple that I have talked to in the week I've been on that I would really like to get.
Can I tell you what will sell it? You need to put in there, you're not looking for a hookup. As a matter of fact, I am on a sex break.
Yeah, because
I retired my penis.
No, trust me.
No,
I retired my penis while I work out some issues that I have, and like flies to a fly paper. As soon as they think you're damaged, there they go.
True story. Playing the victim damage card will get you laid quick, fast, and
I
fucking
just wrote a book of poetry
it.
about being the damaged man. I think they can.
You gotta play it a little.
You gotta
further.
really play it up. Oh, my last relationship broke me, and I'm just so needy and weak.
Or you have to walk around, let me read a few of these. You have to walk around sprouting these at
I leave
any
the fisting
chance.
and I come back to damaged men and poetry.
Right.
I
did. My profile used to talk about how my first book of poetry came out, which was interesting, because then I got some of the bookish people, but then they just stopped. Probably because I didn't say, "Hey, you down to fuck?" In the words of Ernest Hemingway, "You down to fuck?"
But they'll react to that more. Are you down to fuck? And I am damaged.
Oh.
I need to be fixed.
How about damaged, to fornicate, or something like that?
Something.
clever.
I
So
think
we were
along
talking
those
about
lines.
the one thing to make his profile just pop is
Mention how
damaged he is.
Yes.
And women
Am I right?
flock to him like
Did you
flies
see that
on
profile?
shit.
I don't know if you.
No,
know.
I didn't
I will
see
show
it.
you the profile.
Okay, I'm going. Let me just read some. You can use some of these too. These will work.
Oh, I love that photo of you.
All right, so
this is a reading from Pretty Words, Nothing More by
Pretty
Andy
Words,
Martello.
Nothing More. He knew he would say no to her 1,000 times today. He knew he would have said yes as many times yesterday. He knew this was why he was foolish. He knew this is why he was hurting.
Oh, God.
Bam.
My God, I think my dick actually can suck itself. It's fantastic.
Oh, you're so jaded.
She encouraged him. She woke up
I
this
think that was
cynical.
a very funny thing I put there.
She encouraged him. She woke up this cynical, bitter man and returned music and light to him. She brought out his smile. She courted his passion. She made him feel worthy of something grand. And then she left.
I love that
She had other plans. Use some of these. My goodness.
Right? That's like a codependence, dream right there.
I'm actually
I don't know
crying.
how I ended up on this thing.
No, don't look at that.
No, I'm trying not to.
Those are
As soon as I figured something out,
Those are some of the nice people.
You should use keywords like codependent and
Yeah, there you go.
He was.
Well,
He was.
As an experienced internet dater, I'm going to say you sound jaded.
Well, it's. I only just updated it today. Here, I'll read my profile in between poems, because what the hell makes me laugh. I can change it. I've changed it a couple of times.
Oh, here, somebody. You should enter on your Tinder profile, starving artist Oh, wait, starving artists can only get you so many book cores.
There you go. Exactly.
Started out that way.
Hey, I will try that. That's worth a bookmark. Make sure. Is this somebody new?
Yeah, it's InkSpot still.
Oh, okay. Here we go. About Andy, entertainer, comedian, and award-winning author. So, if you mean it when you say you're wanting intelligent conversation, good sense of humor, and sarcasm, swipe right.
Now
You
there, up to that point, I'm going to play internet super guru here. Fabulous way to open it. I would have swiped right immediately.
You don't mean it, but humor me. No one is looking to date a Cocker Spaniel or an infant, so ease up on the pet and children pics. Winky face emoticon.
Once again, I love that you worked the word cock into there.
Yeah,
it stands out to me.
And then I finish it with, anyway, every time you swipe left and say, he wants a hookup, some guy swipes left saying, she's probably a hooker. So play nice, have fun, and take healthy chances. Got questions? Ask. Got answers? Share. Come on! I could hear the sound of my dick being sucked now. But once again, I'm not really doing this for anything other than entertainment. If I meet somebody, all the better. But, you know, I don't care.
I think it's great.
I really don't care. We'll go ahead and read more poetry. Oh, wait, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Then you can read more poetry.
Go.
So is this like a research?
What do you want me to do right here? What?
Research? And this Tinder thing, is that like research?
No,
like
it really, to be completely honest, it really is just entertainment. Now, if I do end up hooking up with some people randomly on the road, all the better, because that makes my life a little bit more enjoyable. But I had, if you read enough of that book, you will understand that I had pretty much enough of women last year. I just don't, I don't care. And now that I'm on blood pressure medication, apparently I'll never get to use it again. So, yeah, by the way, the Viagra is like $600.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even with your insurance?
Even with insurance, even with the prescription discount cards. So
the vodka, $20.
What's that?
Vodka, $20.
Yeah, that doesn't
I want to
help.
swap up to Cialis.
Yeah.
I know the porn guys get those pretty easy.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they can afford it. I cannot.
Did you go to Pfizer and see if they have a discount?
Yeah, their website is fucked up. Just to get to anything to find out about patient care, all that stuff, forget it. I can't even get to it. So I'll call on Monday simply because it will be also entertaining. Or I'll tell my doctor, why did you say 50 pills? You are really anticipating me fucking a lot more than I am. I was thinking maybe 10. You could cut those in half, and that's going to be most of my year covered. But yeah, well, here's the funny thing, and I told you this the other day privately. I went to when I had my general practitioner, I'm having some health issues, kidney stones and other nonsense, and my blood pressure was a little bit high. It was like 225 over 155. It was a little bit high. And so when he put me on some blood pressure medication, which I begrudgingly take, and I've been losing weight and exercising, all that crap. Good. And because I wanted to get off of those things, because the first thing that happened is it just kind of made my sex drive just die. And
Did you fall asleep masturbating?
No, because I'm actually, it's far too, I'm far too theatric. It's really very entertaining. It's like watching an episode of that American Horror Story freak show. So when I went to my doctor and all my tests were coming back and we were talking, he's saying, how are you feeling? I said, well, I won't lie. I want to get off these blood pressure meds because, not like I've had a lot of opportunity lately, but my sex drive, even when I'm alone, my sex drive is just kind of down. Before I even finish the sentence, he just goes, here. I'm like, what? He goes, here, I just gave you a prescription for Viagra. And I said, well, I really wasn't asking for that. I was just asking, is this a common thing? Does it pass? Any of that sort of stuff. And he goes, look, about 90% of the guys who are taking Viagra are all on blood pressure medication. And I tell all of my patients, you don't need this if you lower your blood pressure. If you just eat right and get your blood pressure in order. And every guy goes, what the hell?
Give me some Viagra.
So he's like, so he gave me this prescription. Well, it was $590 or something like that. Oh my God. So when I went to the pharmacist and they told me this, I said, you know what? I think I'll just take the blood pressure meds. Just let me have those, because with my prescription discount card or my insurance, it was like $15 for those 2 different medications. I'm not spending an extra $530 on something I might only use once this year. And so
I'd hit up some of your friends. Somebody's got to have an extra pill.
Oh, I have. Well, here's the thing. I still have plenty of my congratulations on your divorce package that a doctor friend saved me. Here, you're going to go have fun. And, I use those periodically, recreationally, because as
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, it's the greatest recreational drug of the 21st or 20th century. And I still have some, so I figured, well, I now have a prescription. So if anybody says, hey, you shouldn't have these pills, I'll be like, I do. Here's my prescription. I just never filled it. These are the illegal ones I have from Canada. But yeah, it's just one of those things. And so I really don't care. Like I said, if I meet anybody from Tinder and all I get are cool friends out of it, awesome. I'll be fine with that. And a couple of the people that I have spoken to.
If you find any good gays, send them my way.
Go on Tinder yourself. Come on.
He's calling now.
I don't want to have to go on Tinder. I hate people. So gotta deal with all that bullshit.
She and I want to go live in a yurt in Alaska.
Right.
And just have food air shipped in.
There you go.
I just want a gay. What do I gotta do to get a good gay around here?
It's really hard to find.
It isn't fun.
These days.
And I found one gay that I really like.
Why they just keep making it okay to get married everywhere? So they're all hooking up and leaving. They're all getting homes in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Where's Ron from?
I found one gay that I really liked, and then he had a hag that was like super jealous and didn't want us to like hang out. I was like, bitch, I will take your gay.
I will
Don't
take
get it
him.
twisted.
I think if you get a spare gay, I could use a gay myself. So.
No, I need a gay.
Why don't we have a group gay? Just a gay we can all use.
Right.
We just pass them around.
Ooh, that would be good. Group gay.
Yeah, we can
I want a gay to live in
You
my
find
house.
more
though.
poems to read while I go to the bathroom because
You go.
damn it, these pills are just working me out.
Go pee.
That's
Ann.
what-
Bye,
too?
bye, America.
He'll be right back.
Yeah, it's right there.
We're going to
Yeah,
talk about
I
his
got
peckers.
Oh, it's actually nail polish.
Oh, good.
That is
Well,
awesome.
that's good.
Did you get nail polish in
Thank
your
you.
teeth?
Somehow, how did I get
stuck
nail
in
polish in my
her
teeth? That's the
I was
worst.
like,
Waiting on you, Tyzone. You said you were going to call in. Sir, my phone light is not blinking. I need to get this damn board situation rearranged here. I hate having to look away from all the guests in order to see the phone. It's bullshit.
Sweet Cheeks won't be in, so we will have to sign her up for Tinder next time and see what we could get hooked up during the show.
Hell yeah.
Well, just tell her she needs to sign up for Tinder so she can get, like, ready.
Friends. She has to meet new friends.
And be like, you need to sign up for Tinder.
So what is Tinder? I'll let her know. We'll explain. I don't want to text at all.
Be like, just for research purposes.
Hashtag research.
Right?
That's what we should do.
People get on my nerves so bad.
I hate people too.
I know, they're such assholes. Why?
I gotta talk to you. Just buy my shit and go away. That'd be the only reason why I couldn't handle being a retail store owner, because I just feel I would absolutely exercise my right to refuse service to anyone all the fucking time. Because there's blinky lights on this thingy over here, and I don't got any blinky lights. Right here.
Is that the technical?
Tyzone, we need blinky lights.
Is that a technical?
If you would like to
to
call in, if you're listening and you want to call in, the number is 702
Oh yeah, I forgot to give him the number.
483.
Oh my god!
You guys are the worst radio ever.
Well, I
Maybe
was
I
telling
did.
Andy, we don't
Sorry.
usually do call-ins. Oh, I got to call in. Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Here, this is a fat bitches on the radio. Who is this? That's Tyrone. All right, hold on. Let me put you on.
I'm gonna answer my phone like that all the
Wait,
time.
can we hear him?
No, because we're going to need headphones. Hold on a second, Tyrone.
Why did we think of doing headphones? And why do we have these headphones that look like they're from a 1983 Walkman?
Because I need to order headphones, because apparently they all died on the same day this week.
Do
Like
I need
every-
to hear this?
Yeah.
Is it a question for me?
Yeah, there
Oh.
should be 2 plugs down there for you guys. Here's a set for you.
Where's the plug?
Okay,
They're
Okay,
somewhere.
give me that one.
Is the plug all the way over here?
No, they're down here.
Which number is that?
I don't know. Just fiddle with them until you find them.
Sorry,
See,
Ty's
yeah,
taking a moment. I encourage the call-in.
These.
Oh.
Oh no.
The plug.
But if you can keep crawling around on the ground, that would be awesome. I might have lost the Cheeto down there a few weeks ago.
Hey, Tyzone, you on?
That's never worked for me. Oh, by the way, I think I dropped a chicken wing down there. Would you mind finding that?
Yeah, which one?
Whatever one you got me plugged into. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
I
Have you seen my ass?
That's way too loud.
Can
Yeah,
I can I make this better by showing you my ass?
Yeah.
Only one of my
Can you guys
1985 Walkman headphone
I can hear
things
you.
work.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Tyzone, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Tyzone, how are you doing?
The most high-tech radio show in the world. Thank you for your patience. We were hoping maybe that the telegraph would be hooked up, but we didn't have enough time.
Fuck you, Andy.
Okay. That's and I got a quick question for Andy. Well, two quick questions. First question: are you a football fan?
I am not. I genuinely am not a football fan, and I watch it passingly just so I can be involved in conversations with my friends. But I have tried many times to actually get into football, and I just can't.
Oh wow! Not even sports. Any kind of sports you like?
No, I'm a big fan of most minor league sports. I love minor league baseball, minor league hockey. I do like baseball in general. Basketball. I used to play baseball and basketball back in the day, long before I got old and fat. And but no, I definitely do like sports. But football doesn't absolutely nothing for me. It's the most convoluted, horribly constructed game I've ever seen. I can't stand it.
Oh wow! So one last question. What is your favorite minor league team?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm a big fan here in Vegas of the 51s. I love the Las Vegas 51s. When I grew up, where I grew up in Chicago area, there were several different teams that I liked. I was a big fan of the Kane County Cougars, which used to be a God.
Love them.
Yeah, they're a very cool team. And I love Lansing Lugnuts. I'm a big fan of the Lansing Lugnuts, and they're a baseball team as well. And yeah, I will go to any minor league or independent league baseball game there is. In fact, last year I went to my first Dodgers game, and then on our way back we stopped in a little part of California and saw the High Desert Mavericks, which was like a single A ball club, and they were just fantastic.
Kids from high school.
Oh God, it was it was great. I loved every waking minute of it. But yeah, I do enjoy the sports and things like that. So
Tyrone, are you at work?
Right now I'm just laying in bed listening to the show, and I'm buried in the snow.
Are you,
Oh, where are you calling from? You're in a snow part of the world?
Yeah. Well, so far, honestly, it's like between 16, 17 inches fell down today.
Good Lord, that's.
Where are you at?
Chicago.
Oh yeah, well that's where I'm from originally. So.
Yeah. Hey, there you go, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, last place I lived was out in Carroll Stream, Illinois. But yeah, that's my part of the world. Yeah, you guys got a butt ton of snow out there.
Yes, we have. Yes, it's like between, they said, what is all said and done, close to about 20 inches.
Good
What is
Lord.
all said and done.
That's why I moved to Las Vegas. I never have to shovel the sunshine out of my driveway.
I envy you, but hey, it happens. So I would love to come out of Vegas. So I'm still working that out right now. And,
Very cool.
Like I told you, when you come, you let us know.
Oh, I definitely will. I won't let y'all down. I would love to come in Vegas and see y'all.
aren't you the one who keeps promising to defeat us?
Yes, I definitely will. That's a promise.
You can come and see us at BBWCon in July.
Yeah.
What?
You said when is that? In July?
July. Yeah, July 10th through 12th.
Oh, cool. Yeah, keep me posted on that. And I like more information on that too.
Okay.
We'll post it up on our Facebook page.
And you can also visit the site at bbwcon.com, and a lot of information's up there as well.
Awesome.
And a lot of stars will be there too, right?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I gotta cut each one of them out of cardboard, man. It's gonna suck.
Lots of stars.
All right, and but support the BBW BHM community.
Oh.
And I'm getting tired of people just bashing us. So hey, much love to everybody.
Word.
Thank you.
Hey, make sure we have your contact info. I'll mail you a bookmark.
Oh, I definitely will. Oh, cool. I have another bookmark.
Absolutely. make sure the fine folks here at the radio station, they're actually getting out a tablet and a chisel and a hammer right now, some stone, and they'll get your info.
See if we ever invite this asshole back on again.
It's like we've got like old 1980s Walkman headsets, and there's the earbuds over here.
These are my own personal earbuds at that.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. And we actually sound like we're talking through a piece of aluminum foil. like you probably can hear us and we sound great, but our headphones, pretty much all I'm hearing, it sounds like I'm talking through a piece of aluminum foil on a comb or something, you know? How you doing? It's very 1920s. I expect somebody to come in and just go, Swanee.
Right off the wire, Captain.
But yes, thanks for the questions.
That was great. I can't wait for that bookmark to come through the mail.
Well, Tyrone here, just to share, listens every single week. And big fan of the show. Loves all the guests. Loves you. So.
Love it. Thank you for asking.
Underrated show. Underrated.
We're not underrated.
Y'all very underrated. Y'all been overlooked, and they need to check y'all out more often.
We're award winning. I don't know what you talk about overrated.
I said underrated.
There you go.
There's a new slogan: overlooked and overfed. There you go.
That's the new tagline for this radio show. Right?
On a serious level, y'all it's a great show. Everybody should check it out. And I mean, I don't know what everybody's missing now, but this is a good show every Sunday night.
Well, tell your friends. Don't tell them. They know they're awesome. Tell your friends.
Yeah, you don't gotta tell us.
I'm gonna spread the word to all, not only my friends around the country too, so they can't miss out.
We need to send you some business cards so you can hand them out.
Definitely will. That's a promise. So this is a good show. I don't care. No one say all you haters, y'all suck.
Well, email us your address so we can get you all the swag we're promising you.
Oh, okay. Are there bookmarks so I can email you that too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But I got y'all info, so I got Toxie, so I can hit on Facebook, so it'll be all good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, I sent you the thing, but just send it to me. Send it to my Facebook. Your address, and we'll get it out there.
Okay, no problem. I definitely will.
Awesome.
Happy to do it. Thanks for the call.
Thanks so much.
Hey, you're welcome.
Have a good evening.
Talk to you later. Talk to you next week.
All right. Bye-bye. I was just posting out. Andy came up with the new tagline for the show: overlooked and overfed.
Yeah, or you could make underlooked and overfed. There's all sorts of great ways you can do it.
That is fabulous.
I'm an idea person. That's what I'm here for.
You can unplug.
Do you know Mo Alexander?
That's a familiar name, but I can't say.
He's a stand-up comedian.
I must hate him then. No, it's a familiar name, but I can't say that I know him.
So if we're gonna throw out random Illinois. I got a friend who lives in Pekin.
He's not from Illinois.
Sneeze through.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What the fuck was that?
You're
Pekin.
insane.
And they
He's
got a
from
North
Nashville.
Pekin. I'm like, what?
Yeah, North Pekin, exactly. Because they should just make it one big town, but apparently there was this horrible rift between the Pekin families, or who knows.
That made me think of it because I think he was going to reach out to you to see if you were looking for entertainment for BBW Con. That's what made me think of it.
Oh yeah, and I gotta get you Bruce Riddell's card because I got it.
Yeah, I'm still trying. I actually designed and printed his cards, so I
Did you
actually
really?
have them. Yeah, no, I love Bruce. He's great.
Yeah.
I want to do entertainment. Well, we are going to do entertainment, but I'm trying to figure out like a good form of entertainment. I kind of want like a
comedian who juggles.
No, like a
fuck you gonna find one of those?
Stomp the Yard crew, like maybe a dance.
Like a dance crew. What about the belly dance troupe, the Fuego Fusion?
They're a little different than like a Stomp the Yard type.
Well, I want it like a Stomp It Hard crew, like Stomp the Yard, just cut up.
Do you know how much fetish work that would increase that night?
Oh my god, I just want to lick all their bodies. I want something. I want something
as
good
long
for
as
me.
there's not a vagina.
Right.
Oh, I missed a few of these. Just to go back and see if you got Inkspot's email.
I don't have my phone to check.
Okay, we'll check it. Inkspot's. I actually. Should I be checking that? I don't know if I have that.
checked that one.
You have that one. Okay, so Sierra checks that one. I checked the rest. Callie Guy said that going back to Viagra, the Fiat Viagra themed commercial was the best this Super Bowl. FYI, any prescription, you don't have to get the full amount. If you want 5, just pay for 5. You could rush in and be like, I need one right now, please.
I can go in and I can use my discount card. I say, just give me 10. Just give me $50 worth.
Right.
And then
Can I
I'm
get
not
$50
sure.
worth of Viagra, please?
I'm not sure what we were talking about here, but it censored it. A blank sharing agreement like a timeshare. Were we talking about like a cock sharing agreement? What were we talking about?
Oh, you were trying to share. You wanted a gay to share.
A gay share.
Oh yeah. Why did they
You
censor
probably
that?
can't call it a gay share because everyone will think you're talking about a geisha, and that's something you clearly don't want because it has a vagina.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Not always. There's a lot of.
A gay share would be
Don't
great.
block that.
It
It would be like a timeshare, yeah. Like we would
A gay share.
have
We pay
to,
for
you know.
Thursdays. Somebody else has them on Wednesday.
Or it could be like a sister wives type, man wives, man husbands, man. How does it?
Gay wives?
Brother husbands. Brother husbands.
husbands.
That's it.
That sounds like something out of Kentucky.
You'll probably get a lot, you'll get a lot of black guys too. You'll get I want a brother husband. I got that for you.
You ever watch that show, Raising Hope?
Yes, I was gonna say it. The episode where they put up with the RV.
Yeah.
And the brother and she has brother husbands. I was going to ask that, and I'm like, no, nobody watched that.
I watched it too.
I used to watch that. We love that.
Loved it.
We
That was
still
a
watch
fun
it
show.
on
I like that show a lot.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch it. My daughter used to love it too. We would record it and then watch it. They were not
very
all
clever.
the most appropriate, but they were,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
still
Appropriate
hilarious.
enough.
Yeah, enough for her.
Appropriate-esque.
It was great.
Yeah, no, I love that show.
Raising Hope.
Bert's my favorite.
Oh God, yeah.
Ah.
So stupid, I love it.
Well, you know what's hilarious?
Oh wait, I love when he was younger in high school, and he used to be like when he'd wear that Kiss makeup.
Oh, the
and
song,
like,
yeah.
oh, Dad,
Like the early '90s emo.
Or
kid,
that-
the early 2000s.
or the babysitter who plays a little ukulele. She's like in everything, but she's like do 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 do.
guy
She's in a
Bert.
comedy group.
Yeah,
she's
she's
in
hilarious.
Garfunkel and Oates.
Garfunkel and Oates. Yeah.
She the guy who plays Bert, the dad, he is actually an actor in a lot of other very popular shows. He played two completely unrelated characters in the show Deadwood.
Yes.
And he
Garrett Dillahunt is his name.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he just showed up as a character in one of my favorite shows, Justified. He just showed up as a character.
He was a real psychopathic badass spy in Burn Notice as well.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
What?
I loved Burn Notice, and
Yep,
yes,
he
you are
was in that show.
correct. Yes, he was.
I didn't know that.
Hey, the fact that I
He's
know his
done a
name is
lot of
Garrett
acting.
Dillahunt should be worth something in
That
this world.
should.
Right? But he was my favorite on Raising Hope.
Oh, he's very funny.
He's so
very
goofy
good
and
actor. Very
stupid.
funny guy.
I love the cute stupid, not like the stupid because that just annoys me.
But when he's just like, "What do you mean mayonnaise isn't made from mayo trees?"
Right?
Oh,
Exactly. You're like, oh, God, I want to punch you in the face.
You're so cute.
Oh, my little
That was a
bunny.
really great show. And then the grandma.
Oh,
I fucking love her.
what? If,
Oh, Cloris Leachman.
Cloris
Yeah.
Leachman, yeah.
she's-
What do I wanna call
I
her?
will
Phyllis
cry
Diller.
for.
Yeah, no, Cloris Leachman.
I will cry for a month when she dies because she's
Yeah,
such
she
a,
is
She's
an
awesome.
amazing actress.
hilarious.
I believe she won an
Running
Academy
around
Award
in her old
years ago.
grandma bra.
Right.
Get it on, Grandpa!
God, see, that's what we're missing. Like good shows like this, they don't have many of those. I mean, you have like now on TV. There's like, I love the 30-minute comedies, but they don't have many that are like good quality.
Right.
No.
So
The
there's,
ones
you know,
that pass
there's
for good quality are horrible.
Right.
I'm sorry
But
for
there's-
people who like shows
there's
like
Modern Family. My favorite,
That's
The
a good
Mindy
show.
Project. I love The Mindy
I want
Project.
a cam. I want a cam right now.
But have you guys watched Blackish?
No, I haven't.
That's another good one. It is hilarious with Andy Anderson in it.
worked
Or
with him
Anthony
once.
Anderson.
Yeah, you could find video of me on YouTube spinning plates with Anthony Anderson.
Nice. Well, he's really good in it. And
Yeah.
God, who's his? Lawrence Fishburne plays his dad.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a good show. It's a fun family
Did you
comedy.
guys watch Backstrom?
No.
I don't watch TV, so I really.
The Allstate guy is in Backstrom. My son and I watched the first episode of Backstrom.
Unless it comes
probably-
on Netflix or Hulu, I'm pretty much
Well, you
out
would
of
like
it.
I
Backstrom,
Hulu
'cause this guy's
everything
a
the
complete
next day.
asshole. If you liked House, you
Oh
would
my god, I
love
watched all
Backstrom.
187 episodes of House because I love him so much. He's such a great asshole.
Yeah.
He's my favorite asshole of all time.
Backstrom's a great drunken asshole too.
God, I need
But
an
the
asshole. man.
Allstate guy is in that show.
Allstate.
Yes, the Allstate guy.
Many people.
Oh, he used to play.
He was the president in
he used to play
24.
the president in
Yeah.
24. What is it?
So-
Dennis?
I don't know. I just
What's
I
call
his
him
name?
the Allstate
honestly,
guy.
I don't know his
His
name.
name.
We
His
were
name is
watching this
Allstate.
show, and he shows up, and my kid goes, "Hey, he's 9." My kid goes, "Hey, that's the Allstate guy." I'm like, "Oh, he is." He will forever be known as the Allstate
Allstate
guy.
I
Chief
can't.
Representative.
Every time I see him, I think he's the president from 24.
No,
The
I didn't watch
real
24.
first black president.
That's right.
he was the real one.
No, there was another guy who played a first black president somewhere.
No, it was on 24. He was the
I
real
think it
first
was
black
24.
president. Forget Barack. It was this
No,
guy.
no, I meant another actor who played a black president.
I think Chris Rock
Maybe
did
at
in the
some
movie.
point. Maybe in
Oh,
a
he
movie or
did,
something.
yeah.
But this was on a this was on a this was a TV show. This was
Gotcha.
24. I mean, that's
Oh my god,
It
it's
was so
so
groundbreaking.
it is. It is.
Well,
Kiefer Sutherland. It revived his career. He fucked
you
it up
said
again when he
nipples that hard.
Who?
Kiefer Sutherland.
I do love Kiefer Sutherland.
I don't. I liked him in Lost Boys, and then after that it was all downhill.
No, come on.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Come on. I really
Kiefer
liked you up till
Sutherland. now. Just kidding. I could care less.
Whatever. Make fun of my man.
He's awesome.
He's pretty good at N24 though. I used to watch it until I was married to an Arab guy, and it got real racist there for a while. And,
Married to an Arab
It's Ed.
guy?
It's Ed.
Yeah. No,
Got a little racist.
I was.
It was because it was focused a lot on terrorism and
Well, I was when I was married. Yeah, when I was younger, when 24 first came out, my ex-husband is Lebanese, and so it got pretty.
But they don't limit it to just any one race.
Guy. Are they like the like? I dated a Lebanese guy, and he was the least Arab dude I'd ever dated.
Yeah, no,
Like,
absolutely.
The
because
whitest Middle Eastern ever.
Lebanon is Christian governed. They are not a
Kind of
Muslim
progressive,
country.
too.
Yeah, it's like his mom was Muslim, but his dad was Christian, and my ex was nothing. He was like me, you know. So it worked out.
Yeah,
But
so one of these people we were talking about also played Candyman in the horror movie series.
The Allstate guy was
I don't know
Candyman?
which one. I don't know who he's referring
No,
to. Let me see
he
who
wasn't
he's referring
Candyman.
to.
Because that movie scared the
Candyman
fuck out of me.
was
It could be,
Candyman.
he could be talking about the guy from Raising
Can you all
Hope.
keep it down? I'm looking at girls on Tinder.
Listen, can you stop the fucking show so I can
Candy
check out
Monster.
these
No,
blogs?
Seriously though,
Darcy's
I've
only in
watched
town
a
for 2
ton-
nights. Hit me up. Let's hang out.
oh, tell her to come on through.
$150
We have an hour.
Yeah.
See-
How quickly can you get here? We have less than an hour.
Yeah, but you all live here. You know that she's on the strip, and she would never come here.
We're not that far off the strip.
We're not.
For a local, we're not that far off the strip. For a
The
tourist, we
Allstate
may
guy.
as well
Yeah,
be
it's
in
true.
Utah.
He was the
Allstate
man
guy.
of my nightmares for like years. I watched that. I've watched a lot of scary movies, and very few of them give me nightmares. But Candyman gave me fucking nightmares.
Which means I will never watch it in a million years.
Well, now it's like watching Scooby-Doo because it's like like once you
because
watch.
it was one of those psychological fuck you in the brain.
Yeah, but
movies.
once you watch it, like one of my like movies from back in the day was the one with fuck. Why
that
am
guy
I...
who killed all those people.
It?
No, not it. It was the one with the smoke and the little girl and the old lady and Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
very scary.
Poltergeist was like my scary shit for like ever. But I watched it not long ago and I was like, oh, this shit is cheesy as fuck. It's a horrible movie.
Doesn't matter how cheesy it is now. It fucked you in the brain then.
It really did. I was
Sure.
petrified of Poltergeist.
See, movies like Saw don't scare the crap out of me. I giggle through most of the scenes, and sometimes when they're like twisting shit, I'm like, oh, that sucks. But,
Yeah, there's gruesome things.
yeah,
but
but it's not really scary. It's movies like Candyman and what's another one?
Yeah, gore doesn't affect me either. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, gore doesn't affect me. The ones with the slasher hacker flicks, they don't affect me. It is the shit that gets inside your brain
Like
that fucks
Freddy.
me up.
Remember Freddy?
you ever
Or
He
the
was in
came
your
out in the
dreams.
70s?
Or Cabin Fever, which was both gory and fucked you in the brain because at the end everybody dies.
one that scared the living crap out of me, and I didn't see it when it first came out because I was way too young, and I rented it years later. Was Magic with Anthony Hopkins and Anne Margaret and a couple other amazing people. And it's not a bloody movie. It's all in your head. It's a very in your head. It's about a ventriloquist who goes absolutely crazy, and his ventriloquist doll, becomes like an actual, in his mind, his ventriloquist doll is alive, and it becomes a very
Like an
psychological.
AHS?
Sure.
Did you
Is
see
that
the
American
final-
Horror Story? No,
Yeah.
I haven't watched that since the first season because
Oh, the second season was the best. This season was pretty good.
they're all horrible. I mean, I enjoyed them, but they were not must see TV.
I like
for me,
I like
so.
that. Yeah, horror story.
Mhm.
But also Chucky fucked me.
You know what
Back
movie
in the
fucked
day.
me? That it also gave me a little bit of so anything that Del Toro does usually will fuck me up in the brain somehow. But The Orphanage. It's about an orphanage that is fucking haunted, and this lady who her son disappears, but come to find out he's not disappeared, he's dead. And it didn't really spoil the ending because you kind of figure that's where it's headed. But fucked you in the fucking brain, and along with all the bodies of the children they found. Like, it is a serious psycho fucker.
But is it a true story?
I
Or
don't
no?
think it's a true story.
I watched something similar to that and it was a true story. I was like, oh.
All right, maybe you guys can help me with this. There's a gal named Kathy.
Ooh,
This is her profile. She's 43. You must not be sober. I like to have fun. LOL. Not looking for one-night stands or a pen pal. Someone cool to hang with. If you have pics of your friends only or pics with only shades on them, then don't apply. Too many fakes.
Her and the Chad Ventures dude would not get along.
Here's her first photo,
She's a winner.
and then this is her second photo. She basically wants you to know she likes to drink and she likes it in the ass. I think is what she said.
I think that's what
I think that's pretty accurate.
Well, you know.
You better like that one.
I think I'm gonna like that one.
She drinks and takes it in the butt. Just Andy's soulmate.
Kinda. Yeah.
You must not be sober. I am an alcoholic, and I would like a drinking buddy.
Yeah, that's basically what she
I
said.
thought Toxie had a Tinder account there.
Right.
See? What are you doing here?
And you said you didn't have one.
You
Right.
liar, lying whore. All right. Let's see. Fun, love to travel, family and friends, more than meets the eye, hard-working, career-driven, mom of
She's a
two,
transformer.
direct, honest. Yeah, just make an actual sentence. Why are you just making one-word sentences here?
She's being
Love to run,
descriptive.
work
Put a
out, reach
predicate
out.
in there for God's sake.
This is something. Can you conjugate?
Right.
Yes, you.
Woo.
All right. Okay, I'm not rude or anything, but she says she's 30. Somebody rode this woman hard and put her away wet. That is not a 30-year-old woman. This is
Maybe she
no.
does meth.
She's no. She might. She might do
kinda
meth.
has meth craters.
A little tweaker kind of.
Like I actually enjoyed this first photo. I like the kind of quirky. Oh, you want to talk to me? And then I'm looking and I'm like, you are not 30. This is no.
She looks slightly older than me, and
I don't know
I'm
anybody who's
34.
gonna get this woman wet, much less
I
put her
think it's
away
great
that
that
way.
I'm no longer the baby in the room. Just saying.
Oh God! Words that describe me: Scorpio, mother, witty and
Oh
passionate.
no. You just need to run the fuck away from all of that.
I don't even
Scorpio is synonymous with fucking psycho.
I'll tell you what.
I'm a Scorpio.
Tell you what. Our caller will.
Please look at me like that. I'm a Scorpio. She says,
She's also the first one to tell you that she is a crazy motherfucker.
Apparently,
I am
this
slightly
girl.
crazy.
Of course, and our caller from Chicago will like this. I'm gonna say no to this girl
Touche.
because she likes the Green Bay Packers. So I'll just do that. He's from Chicago. He'll be happy. But it looks like she does roller derby, and isn't a lesbian. So that's a nice. God, I'm torn.
Well,
Gosh.
why do you have to choose?
Well, that's true. I can. You know what? I'm going to forgive that. There you go.
There you go.
You never know, man. You
As
never
is,
know.
I cast a wide net on this thing.
That's right.
Wide net.
I'm a nurse and a mother of 2 boys. I'm athletic,
she's
adventurous,
got shit
and
on her plate.
very positive.
Got a
Yeah,
lot of baggage.
she probably does.
She leads with single mom.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, that's.
You got to
another
be
thing.
super dedicated for that. That's definitely a.
Nah.
When there's kids involved,
Yeah, I didn't include the whole single mom thing on my dating profiles. That was usually a first or second date kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Mm.
Plus, when you date a single mom, it's like a whole different.
Yeah, no, you can ask
Realm.
my boyfriend. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta be willing to set aside sexy time at 2:00 in the afternoon when the kid's at soccer practice or some shit because it's not always happening on a date.
All right. Now, none of these pictures are actually enticing me to continue forward, but I will read her profile out loud because why not? Why is Toxie not here for this? Vegas local, polyamorous, married and dating. I practice orgasmic meditation, looking to play and have fun with amazing people / lovers.
I think I know this girl. Let me see.
We have a shared friend.
You do?
Yeah. In fact, you know our shared friend. See, that's our shared friend,
I do know our shared
and that's her.
I think I know that girl.
Oh
Let
my
me see.
goodness. There you go.
I
know her too.
Do believe that girl and I have dated the same guy before. So
Oh well, there you go.
what is that called? Fuck brothers? What did you call that?
Oh, Eskimo brothers. So that
Eskimo
means
brothers.
that means
Eskimo
that's your
sisters.
Eskimo sister right
That's
there.
right.
I think she's on my Facebook.
I'm just gonna say nope. Okay.
No,
This one we
because
have no
that's-
description, but we just have pictures.
And then
And-
they're all face shots.
Yeah. If she wants a facial from me, she's gonna
Nope.
have to work harder.
Yeah,
Nope.
no, if it's
Moving
just
along.
a face, if it's from face up, she's not secure enough in her body to show it to you. So
She's got a really pretty
That
face.
could very well be.
But a pretty face is. also.
Of course, I've had some people yell at me for the photos I put up there because they're like, "Why aren't you smiling?" I'm like, "Because you haven't called me yet." You know,
That's
that
a
was a good
great
one.
line.
Right.
that's right. Of course, I'm smooth. Damn it, I'm good at this shit.
Why you're not getting laid, I don't know.
Because
You know, coming out of my
here's
mouth.
why I'm not getting laid. And I tell people this, and they get so mad at me. Women in Las Vegas are crap. The vast majority of them are horrible, vapid human beings
They
that
are.
are mean-spirited. I wrote a whole goddamn book about one.
They are. It's true. Guys are in Vegas are very much the same way too.
Oh, that's what I've been told.
The population of people who are dateable, who want to date other people who are dateable, is so small that it's really hard to find each other.
Well, I'm
Well,
trying
yeah.
to hook up my new roommate. I'm trying to get her to be soulless and just fuck. No,
Fuck.
no
Just get
emotion.
something.
No emotion. Like
Some girls cannot separate them.
it makes me crazy. I'm like, I don't understand why you can't just turn it off.
Just go
Like,
get a dirty hotel room. Don't
Right.
ask the guy his last name.
Right.
Buy him a drink. Get laid.
yes,
Oh,
and you guys.
shit. I didn't even know that happened.
When I was single for 5 years. Okay,
Often.
no.
The first 5 years of your life.
no. It was actually 5 years after I was married. But I made rules, like, because I like sex, right? And with lots of different people, and I was good with that. I was slutting it up, and I was good times. But you could not
Sport
stay the
fucking.
night. Like, you got to fucking and kept on trucking. Like, no, we might be able to cuddle for a minute, but then I got hot, and you had to go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Like, there was no sleeping over. I don't want to meet your friends. I don't want to meet your family. I don't want to meet your children. You'll never meet mine. Like
Don't need last names.
I had there's people I slept with multiple times and never remembered their name. Like, if I saw them to this day, actually, it happened to me in a club. It happened to me in a club. I saw a guy that I used to stoop in Phoenix, and he was in Vegas. He moved to Vegas, and I mean, I stooped him for a good 6 months, and I had to ask my friend to go over and ask him his name because I knew he was going to come talk to me, and I did not remember his name.
We were doing some Tindering while you were gone.
You missed
some
one.
good ones.
We
You
missed a good
you-
one.
You missed some good ones.
We have a friend on Facebook who's a common friend of this one girl who I think has fucked the same guy I have fucked back when I was fucking other dudes.
The scandals of Tinder.
Yeah.
Right?
But
And I think she's on my Facebook.
well, in Vegas, believe it or not, people, Vegas is a really small town.
Yeah.
We have a huge tourist industry, but the people who live here, it's a really
That is one of the
small
reasons
town.
why I stayed off of Tinder for the longest time, is I didn't want to encounter people I knew, and I really didn't want that many people going, "Oh my God, he's on Tinder!" And I've already encountered at least 4 people I know. One I talk to regularly anyway, and I was, we may or may not hook up at some point anyway. Another is a person I drink with at Whiskey Dick's, but I haven't called her out about being on Tinder.
I'm gonna have to come drink it up with you at Whiskey Dick's.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to
It's
show you
on
how
your
to
side
put
of
it
town.
down. Bam.
Whiskey. The only
Boom.
reason I can't go out there because it's so far away, and if I have to, usually
true.
Cali guy's out of town, and if I'm going to drive way the fuck out there, I have to stay sober.
You
'cause I
can
gotta drive
come
home.
stay at our house.
And there'll be an orgy any minute. The next one is scheduled in about 15 minutes.
Hey,
I'm not there, so it's not gonna happen.
Kelly guy asked, can you take back likes on the app when you sober up?
Yes, actually, if you can't take back your likes, but if you get matched with somebody, you can unmatch yourself.
That is so awesome.
Yeah. In
And
fact,
then he said, you're not getting laid because you have a low tolerance for BS.
I do have. Well, no, actually, I have a great tolerance for BS. It just depends on the BS. Because there's a lot of things I know I have to put up with if I want to actually have sex with a woman, and bullshit is usually one of those things. 'Cause that's just how it is. They come with it. It comes with the vagina. But
But if you're having to deal with the bullshit and not getting the vagina,
Right.
that's where there's a huge problem.
great example. The person who's responsible for many of the poems in that
I
book.
really wish you were more into fat chicks because I got a roommate that just needs to learn how to fuck without emotion. And she needs to be taught.
That's the other thing. I very rarely fuck without some emotion. I mean, I can fuck with all the good fun that everybody has, but not have any sort of let's be boyfriend girlfriend. I'm fine with that. But that's the thing everyone gets mad at me about. They're like, well, wait a minute, but I want to fuck you. Why don't we go out? I'm like, well, I'm just not into you. I'm sorry.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, well, I'm just not that guy. You know, I've said many times, I'm the evolved man, and the evolved
this is
man.
why you're not getting laid.
Well, yeah, yes, I could fuck anybody if I suppose, but I still would like to fuck somebody that I want to fuck.
Beauty is only a light switch away.
Yes, in many cases, yes.
I'm just saying, I have flipped that light switch myself a couple of times. I got an itch to scratch. You're going to be my back scratcher, motherfucker.
I suppose it would be better if I were blind, because then no matter what, all I'm focusing on
Let
is
me tell you,
the brain and the...
For a long
You can be
time,
tied up.
I only like to fuck doggy
I'm
style.
monetized, so.
That way I didn't have to see you. I got what I needed, and...
You can get the fuck out.
Yeah. But see, yeah,
Look, I
I
can
am...
just lay my legs out and go right to bed now.
Right?
I don't even have to
Yeah,
roll over or
just
nothing.
lock the door on your way out.
But yeah, please, Liz, and wipe your feet. But yeah, I am not the whole give me a hole in a heartbeat kind of guy. But I'm also not the I don't want to marry everybody. There's a happy.
I like
medium.
that you distinguished that there needed to be a heartbeat. A lot of guys don't get
Someone like just the whole please.
If
It's warm and wet.
All right, let's be fair. If your heart just recently stopped beating, I've got a window of opportunity, but you know, I can't just jump right on in.
He's still timed, isn't he?
Small window.
How dead are you?
Element.
How warm are you? How much lube is this going to take? Were you wet when I started and died mid fuck? What happened? Token Penis, ladies and gentlemen. Andy Martello, The Token Penis. Buy my book of romantic poetry. That's why I call it an unlikely book of poetry. This is the shit that comes out of my mouth that just happens, and I'm the idiot who wrote that. That Toxie loves. She loves my book.
I do love this book.
Go donate 20.
I can't believe that she likes this book with her soulless
I know,
romantic.
but it's beautiful words. I am dead inside.
Zero romantic ability.
None.
And her husband is one of the most romantic people.
Yeah,
you
he's
meet.
great.
Like,
I've got
he'll bring you
none.
flowers for no reason, chocolates because she loves you.
I do that shit when there's somebody I
It
care
would be
about.
wasted on her.
Yeah.
Wasted. I'm like, why would you fucking spend that money? I don't want no fucking flowers.
Bring me some edible arrangements.
Yeah.
That's my line.
You got a candy bar? Now you can put it in.
There you go.
Stickers.
I'm like McDonald's and Doritos. Bam, it's on.
That McDonald's plus Doritos equals below.
Don't waste your money on the flowers and the violins and the
you see
romantic shit.
Did you see the McDonald's ad where they're randomly giving away free food at McDonald's?
I did
for
not.
an act of love.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Random McDonald's, random people are being selected between now and February 14th. You go up, you order your stuff, and they may or may not select you, and the only way you have to pay for your food is do something they want you to do, like do a little dance or,
I'll be like,
you know,
I will you walk up, I will show you my vagina as an act
I'm
of
like-
love.
what do you want to see? I
Love. But now, with that being said, even though I'm dead inside, I mean, I still love, you know, like
Just how dead? Do you still have a heartbeat or not?
still have a hole in the heartbeat.
She's warm and wet. So
I'm warm and wet. That like
Are you
that's-
DT?
But if you look on my Tinder, you will find out.
Count your Tinder, by the way.
a bottle of Jaeger and yes.
yes, that's it.
I'm
all
a
it takes.
superhero on Jaeger.
That's all it takes.
I will tell you my Jägermeister
I am.
story one day.
I have many Jägermeister
poison.
stories.
We are the Jaeger girls.
There
Yes.
you go. Yeah, I literally become a superhero when I'm on Jaeger.
Me too.
But like when a guy goes, I'm the same way. When a guy goes like, I don't drink Jaeger, I'm like, you're such a pussy.
I know you.
What the fuck?
That is my line to everybody though, because when I'm wasted and I have like a gallon of Jaeger in my arm, and I'm like, don't be a pussy, don't be a pussy, open your mouth.
She's opening people's mouths and like pouring it in.
Yeah,
Don't be a pussy.
like tequila shots in Tijuana, or like putting their backboard in, shake it up.
I'm bad. Don't be a pussy.
I had to put Jägermeister on the banned list.
Oh,
for a
that's
while.
where tequila is for me.
Yeah, I took it off.
After last night, I
now
need
Jaeger
tequila.
and I are friends again.
So now we can hang out with your orgy pool parties, and we can all do Jaeger shots.
Sure.
Since you retired, of course, and we're all retired from
and my penis.
the orgies in the hot tub, we'll do shots on the side and we'll watch.
There you go.
I don't want to watch. I don't want it to happen. I don't want foam in the pool.
You know, we tell you what. It just reminded me. You said Valentine's Day, and I totally forgot. My book release party is on Valentine's Day.
By the way, my boyfriend and I have decided if he's in town for Valentine's Day, we're going to go for our Valentine's Day date to your book release party.
Yeah, it's going to be at Adrenaline Sports Bar and Grill, which is at Rancho and Cheyenne.
That's where we got the free drinks for.
Yeah, where I gave you those.
That's not far from my house.
Yeah, I gave you.
Where is it?
Rancho and Cheyenne. I gave you those cards for.
Oh yeah, no, I have them.
And, what they're
I lost my Social Security card, but I kept your buy one get one free drink card.
Involved. But now they haven't given me an exact time when they're planning on doing this, because I'm going to be hosting a version of the dating game there. And like worst dating stories are going to win prizes. And
I have some good ones.
I do too.
And I decided I was going to make this my book release party as well, since it's kind of an anti-Valentine's Day book and it's an anti-Valentine's Day thing. They're planning on singles get in for free, but couples pay a cover charge.
Sweet.
So definitely come on out, and I'll be
Me and
selling the
Charles
book for like $5.
I'm going to
So,
back up
really quick,
before we go in.
Number one, this isn't final print, correct? It can still. It's the proof?
Yeah, that's the proof. I'm still waiting for books myself.
Because this is highlight it, unhighlight it, highlight it. Can I red mark it with a pen?
No, it's that way on purpose. Read it carefully.
She is being crazy.
Well, tell you what, read it out loud, and then read the parts that are only in bold.
Tortured is the man whose siren and muse are one and the same. So tortured, sandmum.
No, just
tortured is dark.
Tortured is in bold.
Okay,
yes.
so S and D M. Oh, S and M.
See, you got it. You figured it out.
I don't like it. Can we fix it?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, I'm going to purchase a copy, and then at home I'm going to red pen it.
There you go. Yeah, you get your own.
There you go.
You get your own copy. You
Donate
can shit on it.
get 2 copies. You can red pen it both.
I'm going to get 2 copies and red pen both, and then send you email.
Here's the version that will end up in the actual pretty words, and you will notice that it is not in bold. It doesn't point out the tortured and S and M.
Nice.
That's one of
the
absolutely brilliant woman named Athena Perkins.
Okay.
Interestingly, the only person who is charging me for any of her work.
Everyone would tell her to love this man. Sadly, she would listen to no one. Gosh.
I know.
How do girls not hand you their panties? I mean, do you not use this shit when you go out?
They're only just now finding out that I've
Let me tell you,
this.
what do you ever like because I followed you on Twitter just now.
I know, thank
and
you. My phone went crazy.
Your Twitter is sad. You have like no followers.
Yeah, I've got like what, 100 followers maybe?
100 and like
But that's because nobody really uses Twitter. I know they think it's a great thing, but Twitter is
not
just
true.
Dreadful. All right, well then tell me how to get 25,000 followers without having to suck cock.
Oh well.
That's only
See?
That's how I did it. So. My bad. No, I think. What if you shared little blurbs of your poems?
Well, that's it's I have. It started on the fan page of my Facebook, and I have shared several of the images on there on Twitter and things like that.
In your other book, can I get do you do the little quotes on the back? Can I give you a quote? Can it just be like, where do I mail my panties?
Sure.
Toxie.
Absolutely. Hell yeah, that'd be great.
Or we could be like, buy one of Andy's books and you'll get some of Toxie's panties.
Hey, there you go.
That's some big ass panties.
I will donate some of my hundreds of pairs of panties I have left.
That movie. Did you ever see? No, it's a different one. What the hell is it? I think it's called Road Trip, where he goes and he the girl died actually, but the girl that he hooks up with and he walks down, he's like, I got the panties, and when he holds them up, yes, he's a tiny dude, and he holds them up, they're big cheetah panties, and so I actually have I won't say who, because if I tell you who, then it becomes creepy, but I have a family member who has held mine up, and then they're like, I got the panties, and they like.
Is that your brother?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I love your brother, by the way. He's amazing. If I was single and he was single and I wasn't dating Andy, then I would probably want your brother.
However, I have no choice in the matter. You're on deck. Well, I'm happy that you're enjoying them, and you will eventually get a copy of the book, and you can red pen it all you want, and you can,
Awesome.
you can let all of your single ladies friends know that they should be fucking me.
I will.
You're like,
I plan
"Read
to.
this. You should read this.
I'm actually sitting here feeling anxiety because I feel I should be your wing woman, and that I need to make this
I
happen.
have so many wing women, I could fucking fly.
Let me tell you, if you like fat girls, you would be in the money. I got a
Well, to be completely honest, I'm well aware of that because I have through no fault of my own, I have developed a following of large women,
Right.
not from a lot of things I've done, from my writing, from my comedy, and I remember I talked to one of them. I said, "What is it about me that just clicks with this group? Because it's not necessarily my flavor, as we've established." And
we've established.
and she said the best thing. She said, "We just know quality when we see it."
No, that's bullshit. We like. Don't listen to that.
Let me tell you,
we like funny guys, but we like everyday kind of.
But women are women.
Like everyday
and
kind of.
just like women like to convert gays, they like to convert, like fat girls like to convert guys that don't like fat girls.
We sure do. And you know what? It's pretty goddamn easy to do.
It really is. Because, let me tell you.
Because if there's anyone who likes to eat sausage, it's a fat girl.
You're like one whirl here, and you'd be changed.
Jesus.
Well, it is a fact that fat girls have tighter pussies. It's a fact just because of
If you're fat on the outside, you're fat on the inside.
No, that's not. That's a lie. But it's because because
they don't get to use them as often.
Oh no! Wrong.
That is very wrong, actually.
But I know. Oh, trust me, I know.
Tyler, what do
it's because the weight bears down on our hips and our pelvis area, which makes your muscles contract stronger. So it literally works out.
One time I was in a club, and I know it's very rare. Very rare that
I used to call her a unicorn because seeing her sober was like
so rare.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason that night, everyone I went up to, strangers, people I knew, people I didn't, I'm like, hey, what's up? I have a really tight pussy. And all I did all night was tell everyone, I'm like, I'm really tight.
I'm gonna need to measure
just so you know.
She also
I'm really tight.
Likes to ask people to sword fight, so be careful with that.
Yes.
Sure.
I like when dudes will be willing to cross swords.
Don't cross the streams.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
My boyfriend was not so willing.
I remember dragging him over.
He was devastated.
The whole time,
so shy and so sweet, and
when you're Soxy, pull your pecker out.
He was like, oh my god, what is happening right now? Why is she doing this to me? He actually ducked behind me at one point. Maybe she just won't see me here.
Mommy and Mr.
I'm like, all of you pull out your penises now.
Fix it. Fix it.
That's her. There's her romance for you.
Pull out your pecker.
Well, you don't have to sell me on the idea. I have tread upon that path. I go for what I go with.
No, I think that's awesome. I just say I have a slew of girlfriends that I'm always trying to hook up, and they're just I can't stand most guys, to be honest.
Yeah.
My problem is I know guys too well. Guys were my industry for many years. I have spent many hundreds, maybe thousands of hours talking to men and figuring out why they do things, and I know that guys go on online dating, Plenty of Fish, all that,
and
they meet fat girls just because they're easy. They think that all the fat girls have low she's low self-esteem, let's hit her up and she'll want to fuck.
Right.
I've heard that so many times from guys themselves.
Well, what they're also not telling you, and rightly so, because it's a rude thing to say, but many of them are doing it. They're going online to meet fat girls because they don't want anyone seeing them at a club.
Oh, no,
I have a story to tell.
It's not rude. It's fat.
I have a story I have to tell you guys.
I had a guy tell me that he'd rather go home to his mom and tell her that he was gay than bring home a fat girl.
Yeah. No, there's a gal I see. Well, I have off and on been seeing this girl for many, many years, and she has gone from all. When I met her, she was kind of, I guess you could call her a mid-sized economy, and when we finally hooked up, she was fit and trim and tall and lanky, and then years later when we hooked up another time, she was a much bigger girl, blah blah blah, and Yeah, the last time she
Luxury.
came to see me, yeah, she really was a luxury sedan. And I remember one of the last times she came to see me, we hadn't been together in quite a long time, and she was worried. She was like worried I wouldn't want to be with her. She's like, but I wasn't the way I was the last time you saw me. I'm like, which one? Which time? You know, I've pretty much fucked I've fucked every color in your rainbow at this point. So why are you even bringing this up now? Well, it's been a while, and I know you've been with other people. I'm like, yeah, but it's still you. I'm still, you know, stop judging me. If anything, I've earned the right because I've fucked all of them, and I can pick with one. Let me judge. You know,
I fucked you at every state in this issue.
Right.
There are at least two women in my life who have been that way.
Let me choose my class.
I always and then you feel like a weirdo saying, "Look, do I have to remind you that when we met, you were this weight?" No, I was. Yes, you were. Would you like to see the pictures? I still have them on my phone. You know, and
you were a mid-size economy.
and it's like, once again, I mean, everybody has their own degrees of self-consciousness about all sorts of things. There's so many things I don't like about myself. I mean, I could go on.
Let's don't be ridiculous.
Yeah. Well,
you're amazing.
No, stop. Go on. Go on.
Stop. No, don't.
Yeah, just stop not talking about how awesome I am. But my next book of poetry is about how much I hate myself. So. It's called The Broken Mirror.
Welcome to my life.
There you go.
It's sad stuff too. You get done with it and you're like, oh,
the last two were kind of upbeat though. Did you read the last two?
I haven't read the last two.
Oh, then let me pull them up for you.
I want nothing that's going to make me cry.
Well, no. Okay, here I will do one that might make you cry. Okay. And I think I read it here last time.
But there are no puppies or kittens involved.
That I'm very, very proud of. I really like this particular poem. And then I just put up two. I haven't written anything in weeks. Pretty much since just before the first of the year, because I have been. With all the health stuff and with a lot of, I've been gone. There hasn't been anything going on in there creatively. But I put up something new the other day that I'm really proud of. So let me pull it up. God, they're everywhere. So the one that might make you cry, because as I said, it's called The Broken Mirror, and that one. Of course, I can't find it right now.
We're waiting patiently.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I'll paraphrase. Here we go. Oh, you can pull it up on my Facebook page. Go to Andy Martello or go to Andy Martello, Facebook.com/Andy Martello Entertainment, and this time you should get it right.
Just the Martello books, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Click on photos and then click on albums. Don't just click on the photos.
It's here.
Okay, albums.
Click on The Broken Mirror.
This one was there? Well, at the beginning.
Okay.
And there's one there. Scroll down. Here, just keep.
Wait, I want to see too.
Just keep scrolling down, and I can read it from here. I should be able to tell you which one it is. All right, okay, go back up. Stop. Try that one where your cursor is. Oh no, not that one. That's terrible. I mean, I like that one, but that's not the one I was talking about.
This one?
No,
Left?
that one there. Oh, no, next one over. There it is.
This is almost
Read
like
that one. This is what I'm really proud of, okay?
Cunnilingus at some points. A little to the
Yeah,
left.
either that or which one's better? This or this?
I hate eye exams, but you're like, to the left, to the left, to a little more.
Just
little down.
Stop it there.
Trust
Stop
me,
it there.
when I'm giving cunnilingus, you don't really have to tell me that. I pretty much, I'm very good at reading the material.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's
I was
that?
drunk.
All right.
All right, so this is one I'm very proud of, but it gives a good idea of why it's called The Broken Mirror and all that.
That's good. With pieces scattered on the floor, the mirror provided several reflections of him. Reassembled, it revealed a single image of a broken man.
Huh?
My gosh.
Pretty sad shit there. Now,
That is
just
sad
the other
shit.
day, for God knows what reason, because I don't tell the muse tells me. Well, this one is clearly about my health issues. He bled from within, but refused to fall. That's kind of uplifting, because
No, it's stubborn. It's all men.
That's right.
Swear to God.
And then getting back to the mirror thing, seeing his reflection through the cracks in the glass, he realized he could still prepare for the day ahead.
Aww.
See? So maybe the
Are
broken
you getting
mirror.
misty? I know. I don't have that function.
Yeah, fair.
Lion ass.
Well,
Whatever.
Well,
She's like, whatever.
She's definitely getting moist. It's just not in her eyes. But see,
I'm moist somewhere. You have to guess where.
First, 40 poems of the Broken Mirror are pretty much about how much I hate myself, and apparently these last two are me being strong and happy.
I'm not so bad after all.
Who knows? Maybe I'll live. I doubt it. So anyway. But anyway, that's what's going on.
Oh, by the way, before Kelly Guy said for a new profile for your Tinder, need a whole heartbeat optional.
Yeah, there you go.
Change it up.
Are we giving this person a bookmark? This is some good shit we're getting.
Yeah, he's great. He's always got really clever.
Before you go, I have to tell you guys a story from last night. Not to interrupt this beautiful shit.
They're called pretty words. I was going to call it beautiful shit. That was a good name for a book, too.
Some of it's a little emotional.
Oh, then I'm gonna make her read something.
Not a feeling I'm really into.
Excellent. All right, tell me your story, and then I'm gonna have you read more, and I just want to see how long it takes to make you cry.
All right, so I was out last night, and I was with Sweet Cheeks and Mr. Toxie and and a friend of Sweet Cheeks. So we were out, and a gentleman came up next to me, and he was talking to me. And he might be listening. I don't know. I gave him the show card or, what have you. He was a very tiny man, came up to my belly button. He was not a little person. He was a short man. He even said, I'm a short man. He said some women are really into it. But he told me he's talking to me and blah, blah, blah. And so finally he leans in really close and he's like, I just have to tell you. He said, I'm really into BBWs. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, I'm married. And he said, my wife doesn't know. And I said, oh, okay. And he's like, it's my fetish.
I'm like, what? Why?
So then he's like, she doesn't understand, and she's very strict and religious, and and watch her be listening. I'm sorry if you are. Sorry to blow you out of the water, dude. But he said, when my wife's away, that's where I like to go is to BBW stuff. But then he said to me, and this will be the funny part. So at first it goes back to what we were saying, as far as a lot of guys are very closeted about their life for BBWs, but a lot also consider it, still the whole fetish thing. But then he said to me, I absolutely do not pay for sex, regardless. He's like, I've never paid for sex. I will not pay for blowjobs. I pay for absolutely nothing. He said, if they want to give it to me, they give it to me. If they don't, they don't. I'll get it. And I, all right. And so, so later, because people tell me things, and then
people just walk up to her and start rambling.
They just tell me things,
and
so it started with.
That says, "Come talk to me."
So it started with, him just having casual conversation and everything, and then leading and going, I'm really into BBWs. So at that point, Sweet Cheeks wasn't there, so when she came there, he kind of came over to me. Keep in mind, he's going, I'm absolutely blah, 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 and he leans over to me, how about hooking me up with your friend? I'm like, well,
about
that, I don't ever pay for anything.
I'm not willing to pay for it.
Right. So he even made a comment to her, and she told me.
For all of your friends now.
Yeah, well, if he doesn't want to pay for it.
Well.
Right.
See, the thing is that I don't know what it is with girls that always want tall guys. It's really hard to hook girls up with short guys, but if he was tall and blonde and attractive, then yeah. But it's harder to hook a girl up with a short guy.
Yeah, short guys really, really, really got to have a great personality.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part about...
I dated a short guy. He was 5'6" and 90 pounds soaking wet. It was not a good time in my life.
Did you carry him on your hip?
No.
Were you hop on?
She had a little
But he
baby
had a
carrier.
really big penis.
A baby Bjorn.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now it comes out.
No, but he had such an amazing, I thought it was such an amazing personality, that it compensated for his size.
Yeah, they've got to have a big personality. I went on a first date with a guy. I met him at Caesar's Palace at their food court they have there, because they used to have this amazing salad bar there, but I don't know if it's still there or not. And I saw him walking up, and from a distance you can't tell how tall a person was, except this was like some sort of weird freak of physics. The closer he got, the shorter he became. And then when he showed up, he was right at my nose, and I'm like, I'm only 5'3", so I was like, dude's like 5'0" with stilts. So we sat down, we had our little date, and he had zero personality.
No pun intended.
It's kind of, I think that applies, it's not just for short men, but that applies to anybody, that if you're seeing somebody that it may not be your preference, I think it all comes down to personality.
I'm willing to
So
give
same thing
anyone
with,
a chance
short
as long
guys or
as-
someone who doesn't like, big girls or big guys or tall guys or whatever. I think it all
I
kind
think
of...
one of the big things too about because there's very few short guys that don't have short man syndrome.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, they all.
I think that's one of the
they're all
biggest.
Napoleon. for
Yeah,
God's
I
sake.
think that's one of the
Except
biggest
Napoleon
problems.
was like 5'7". You know that, right?
Right, he wasn't
He
that
was
short.
one of the tallest men of his age.
But the problem with shorter guys is that they have a stigma because they have this complex, and I think that's one of the.
I gotta be a big dick because I'm a little dude. I'm like,
Right,
nope,
I
still
gotta
dick.
drive a big fucking truck with lift and all kinds of shit because
Oh,
I'm
I'm
only
down with that.
5'3". I'm like overcompensating.
He can overcompensate. That's fine. Just don't,
No, I
overcompensate
hate
in
it.
personalities as well.
Right.
Don't be, the same douchebag that other guy is too. Like, be a different kind of douchebag.
Right, be your own kind of
Be a
douchebag.
special douchebag.
Right.
All right,
Yes,
would you mind reading this one? Because I think this one might make you cry.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's that one there. I think that might make you cry.
I hope so.
I just,
choker.
I want to see it.
I want this
Get my
soulless,
phone ready.
empty heartbeat with a hole to just suddenly. It might not. I don't know. This one
That
might
is
not.
your new nickname. Heartbeat with a hole. When you call
should
me,
be
that's
like-
how I'm gonna answer. What up, heartbeat with a hole?
It should be like lack of heartbeat, right?
No,
Like heartbeat less?
It's a
You're
cold
just
dead
dead
That's
inside.
about, okay,
You're
that's
dead
it. So
inside.
just a heartbeat in a hole.
If I were to
Now I
fuck
got
you, there'd
it.
be an
Come
echoing
on, I want to
noise.
see. I want to tear.
No, now that I'm, because I'm, hold on.
She's all misty.
Prepare.
I'm good.
Okay, good.
Face. The envelope.
Yeah, the one with the pretty
All right.
word.
I can't. Well, now I'm thinking about it, so now it's not happening because
Right,
it's
yeah,
in my head.
sure. I could totally fuck her right now.
A pretty envelope filled with pretty words. A man's desperate heart emptied on the page. Raw, handwritten emotion.
Are you recording this?
To chronicle such feelings was rare. Rarer still was for him to present them. All women dream of receiving such a gift, he was told. Not so. Validating his belief he was worthy of no one so beautiful, she returned the envelope filled with pretty words.
She kept her shit together. All right, go to the last page.
Here's
Go-
the deal, if you hadn't said anything,
All right,
that was really good.
The last.
Just go to the last one. It's in big bold letters.
Oh no, I read that one already.
Oh, did you read that one?
Yeah, I wanted to read that one too, yeah.
Oh, okay, very good.
Aw.
Aw.
No.
I'm sure there's one. That one. The he was. I bet if she reads that.
He was her friend, her confidant, her advisor, her companion, her defender, her poet, her past, her present, her future, her admirer, her fool. He was not hers. Look at
I read that one too.
That's
a good one. That's the page I had marked to read when we got to it, because that's a good one.
You're gonna love when the actual really fancy book comes out, because the pictures are absolutely so far.
This
The
sounds
stuff
like a
that's been
song.
It evokes
lyric.
rare
And at
emotion.
least
I don't like
three,
it.
At least 3 of the contributors are people that
Are
some
in
of the
the book?
poems are about. Yeah,
This
Well,
one
here's-
sounds like
here's
a
what
song
it is.
lyric.
You know
one
what
of
it
them is my
is?
ex-wife, and she's well aware of this.
Wait, let me just share it really quick and then go into that. Here's what I think it is, because when you're reading, if I was just reading this stuff like on a random website or in a random book, I'd be like, it's really beautiful words and, I get it. But we're reading it and I realize like it's very real. Like you're very real. The people you're writing it about is very real.
emotion
Like
about real
these are
people.
real, to use the word
What-
real again, like it's real feelings that are, from inside of you spilled out on the page. So it's absolutely beautiful.
I've been given some very nice compliments from my editor, who's a poet herself and edits maybe 100 things, 100 or more poetry books a year. She one of the things in there, she sent me after she edited it, she sent it back and she said, "You were responsible for the single most romantic thing I have ever read." I'm like, "Oh my God, what could it possibly be?" And it was one that I didn't think was that big a deal, but she just went on and on about it, and went on to compare. She's made some great comparisons to genuinely talented writers. One of the people who has helped me with this, a good friend of mine named Gretchen, she gave me a great compliment where she said, I just, it's such a fresh perspective on a universal thing. We've heard it so many times, but this is very
different.
Yeah, it's different. It's not, like I said, it's not your roses are red crap. It's not just me, bleeding out stuff.
It's
like
very
that.
real.
My
it's
sister,
real and raw, man.
Even my sister. Now, granted, we have a lot of creative people in my family. My older brother apparently wrote a bunch of poetry after his divorce. That the only other person I know that has read it has been my sister, and she said it was like some of the absolute worst shit she's ever read. And so I was very nervous to even tell her about this because she's an artist, and I was hoping she would contribute some stuff for the book. And she sent me something the other day, and I really wasn't expecting her to say anything nice, but I will read what she said. Oh, by the way, though, the one that she said that was the prettiest thing, I will go back, was the if it meant waiting until his dying breath, he would be the last man to kiss her well. That's the one my editor wrote.
That one.
But here, my sister sends me stuff, which I wasn't expecting. And like I said, my sister's a brilliant human being and a very talented artist. Love your poetry. Love the Our Scars match and the Tattered Old Rag referencing a couple of the poems. I was worried they would read like Marty's angst-ridden love porn he wrote right after he got divorced. These are velvety, insightful, raw, delicate, layered, cutting, and beautiful. Thank you. I'm like,
you should use that quote.
I should. If she were more famous, it would be great. But yeah, it's just so I'm very proud of it. So the fact that you are affected in such a way is good. Now, but you have a husband, and who cares? Hell with you.
You don't count.
You're just insignificant. Actually, I really have no problem sleeping with a wife as long as it's not mine.
His breakup stuff's way better than my gilded pile of shit stuff.
I didn't know you had it. That's a whole.
No, I literally have a poem
gilded pile of
with
shit.
the line "gilded pile of shit." Yeah,
that's fantastic. Oh God!
I have to pull out my old poetry notebook.
Well, see, and the thing is, when a lot of my friends, if they haven't read and they find out I've written a book of poetry, one of the questions I got the other day, "Wait, you wrote poetry?" I'm like, "Yeah," and like, how many times did you put "face full of jizz" in there? Like, well, that's the next book. I don't know.
What did it mean when you? Because I read this like a song lyric. It says he had no idea he was winning. He felt lost from the beginning. And in my mind, I hear "woo-hoo" because tonight
could be a song. Why not?
Like what was that?
The beautiful horrible one that inspired most of these. She days after us getting together and literally telling me, not telling you I love you like a friend would tell you, like I know what she meant this night. Okay. The very next day, well, first off, the night before she told me this, I met up with her, and she was on a Tinder date. I'm like, well, this is not really the time to be telling me this sort of crap. And the very next day, we're talking, we're having a great time, we're actually making some plans for the weekend, all that stuff. She's texting like 4 or 5 other guys, and makes this comment. She made a comment about a facial feature of hers at one point, which I decided to make a joke about later on. We were talking about the fat girl thing. You can't say, I couldn't repeat the exact same thing. I repeated the exact same thing she had said self-deprecatingly about herself. And she blew up and started, just a big fight ensued. And literally she told me, she said, you are not winning right now, Andy. You are not winning. And I'm like, well, which one of the 4 guys you're texting is winning? How can I be winning? You're texting 4 other guys and inviting me on your dates. And that's literally where that one came from.
Oh, wow.
Really quick, because we only have a few minutes left, share with us all of your contact info, and then let's each share really quick. Catch up really fast.
AndyMartello.com. That's AndyMartello. On Facebook, you can find me, Facebook.com/AndyMartello Entertainment. And I am always available online somewhere. somehow.
And we can
And yeah.
purchase this book.
You could purchase Pretty Words, Nothing More at Amazon.
And then we can also purchase when it comes out. It will be done with some beautiful art
Yes. If you
accompanying
want to
it.
support, you can either buy a copy of the book through Amazon. When I have copies, you can buy them directly through me. Just send me an email through andymartello.com. Or you can donate to gofundme.com/prettywordsproject. And you'll also be supporting a lot of great artists because
Okay.
there you go.
We have 3 minutes, ladies. Start with you. Toxie.
Me? Gosh, well, I shared my story about last night. I think for me, probably the biggest thing, and those who know me personally probably already saw some of the pics, but my little tiny baby infant child went to her.
I am.
who's like 5'7", and very young, went to her first formal.
Oh my.
And it was awful for mom, awesome for her, and I got to follow the adventures via her Instagram account because everyone in middle school, junior high, whatever, was Instagramming. No, I'm not a stalker mom. I'm a good mom because I check her Instagram religiously to make sure everything's on the up and up. So
By the way, I never did thank her for taking me out. Thanks for dinner. I love the McDonald's.
Chuck E. Cheese was so much fun.
I love the ball pit. But so.
Oh my god.
So that was it. That was my big thing this week. So, Desert.
Well, my big thing was I got my spinal injections. Yay, new person. Got super wasted last night.
Yay.
Yay.
There's an
No
orgy in your
bad
house?
for the orgies. Boo.
Ooh, I gotta go change the filter.
And I love our new house though. It's amazing. So
We're coming over for the
yes, we have
fat party or whatever you're
The-
calling it.
There's a lot of
Our
people going to be
household.
there.
Fatopia?
Yeah, our
is that what you're calling
Fatopia.
it?
Fatopia.
That's what it's
Are you still doing the show that night? Like, are we all going after?
I think
Can we
that
have to
you
still
should
show?
be there.
Fatopia.
No, we
Yeah.
can do the show from Fatopia. Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
In our bikinis?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
What?
You should come too, Andy. I'll hit you up on Facebook.
All right.
I'll invite you.
Oh,
It'll
sure.
be a blast. There'll be skinny people there too, so maybe you can hook up.
You'll be all right. But if not, we're going to try and convert you over to our
All right.
side.
Absolutely.
We're
Hey,
gonna bring you over.
You've never seen anything till you've seen a fat girl in a bikini. Come on over.
Sometimes you
I've seen
can't be
plenty-
unseen.
I've seen plenty of decks of cards and novelty
Right.
trading cards. I know.
Right.
But I'm just telling you, you make it move. You got something going on there.
Awesome.
You got to make it move. First, though.
Me, ketchup, not much really. We built a diorama today. So we
Ooh.
got a big project due on Tuesday. We built.
That's
a
so
diorama.
sexy. Can you say it again in a deeper voice?
We built a
Now, is that the
diorama.
thing you use to keep from getting pregnant?
Yeah.
That's
Third grade science project, exactly.
Oh, well, you don't want a third grader pregnant. That's just wrong.
Oh Lord, have mercy. We are all going to hell.
Yeah.
We are. We
All
were
right, yeah.
anyway, so.
That's
Well,
all right.
With gasoline draws.
Right.
With a corner
let
office.
me just thank you for having me on the show again.
We're
As
gonna
you're-
have you on when you come back because you're about to go on tour again.
Yeah, I'm about to hit the road February 17th, and I'll be. There'll be a couple weeks that I'll be home for like 3-4 days, and then I'll be out again until the end of April. So
We'll
Oh
have
my
you back.
gosh.
very good.
All right. This
We
is
do need our token penis.
We do.
Absolutely.
This is Sierra
Desiree.
Toxie.
wishing you all a good night, and remember.
Fuck often.
The 2015 Racing